Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Wednesday night movie stream, where I'm Playtendoguy Pete as always, and I'm joined as always from Andy from Forgotten World of Movies.
Hi everyone.
Yeah. And we also have Mike back this week from Cinema Axeman.
Hi guys.
And this week we're joined by a very special guest. We're joined by Paul, the 4K chef.
Hello everybody. Hope you're all well.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to your first live stream, Paul?
I am, yes, yeah. It's a bit nervous, but you know, I've got a big hand here, so
that'll just be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, the only question I ask, as I always ask in these streams, well, what are some of the last few films that you've watched over the past few weeks? Do you want to go first, Andy?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so one I watched today was actually one I picked up from a video Paul had done. Ambulance. Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Bay. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good, fun time. Not the best film ever, but one of the best 4Ks I've seen. As Paul was saying in his video, it just looks immaculate and it sounds amazing. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I watched Jet Li's The One last night. I actually kind of liked it quite a bit. Thought it was all right. Bit dated, but yeah, a lot of fun. And I watched an 80s movie with Tom Cruise called All the Right Moves for the first time. So I thought that was okay.
I've not heard of that.
Yeah. Never heard of that one before.
Yeah, it's like one of his earliest movies that he's done.
All right. Oh, yeah. Cool.
Check that one out, yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that. What about you, Paul?
Well, I went to see. There's a funny story. I took my son to see the Minions Rise of Gru on Sunday gone, but it wasn't out.
I was thinking it isn't out yet, is it?
We went a week early. We were sat in the scan me ticket and everything. That was free. It was just me and my son sat in the screen. The screen test was going on. That's the first time I've ever seen that. But yeah, I complained and she said, "Oh, it's not out till like this week coming." So I went to see Sonic the Hedgehog 2 instead. That was good. I really enjoyed it. I wasn't a fan of the first one. I don't know why. It was just felt a bit like flat, and I think it was obviously Robotnik and stuff, the upcoming and stuff. But this one felt more like the games and stuff, and it was more like, but yeah, watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Ambulance, and regrettably Morbius.
Is it one of the worst superhero films you've seen?
Yeah, that and Venom 2, I didn't like.
Oh, Venom 2, that is definitely a rough watch.
I don't like Woody Harrelson, and I thought he was like, he's all right, but I find him a bit like, it's just the same. Like in a lot of his movies, like, I don't know, it's just his acting and just the way he goes about. But I just thought, what's he doing? He just looked like stuck out like a sore thumb. You know, he didn't feel like, you know, wasn't like, yeah, it's just wrong. He had his hair and stuff, the way it just looked tacky and cheap, and yeah, a bit like Morbius with Matt Smith. I think that was, yeah, that was wrong.
What did you thought of Jared Leto in Morbius?
He wasn't bad. He was, I didn't like him as Joker, but I liked him in House of Gucci. I thought he was good in that because he's an actor at the end of the day. He's got to act, but the prosthetics and stuff. And I told the wife who that was. I said, "Oh, do you know that's him out House of Gucci?" She was like, "Eh." Like, well, it was makeup and stuff, but yeah, he was actually decent. He was like back to just his normal self. And I know he does like a lot of like work and stuff, you know, for his roles, but yeah, the Joker was a bit, no.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest, was it?
Yeah. It was too flashy and just too, yeah, the teeth and the tattoos and stuff. It was over the top. But yeah, like I liked him in House of Gucci, and he was good in Morbius. Whether they'll make a second one, I don't know.
I honestly don't know. Did it do well at the box office? I'm not sure because it came out again in cinemas, didn't it, just recently?
Yeah, I think it's done better in physical release than it has done I think, in cinema release, but
Oh,
it's Morbin time.
people probably bought it and realised it's terrible and then trade it to CX.
Yeah. I think even he's joked about it on Twitter and stuff. I've seen his Twitter account stuff. This whole hashtag Morbin time or something. Yeah, it's Morbin time. Yeah,
Morbin time. Yeah.
yeah. He like teased everybody with like a script, but it wasn't. It was just a joke for a second movie. Yeah, but,
Oh, that's good. And what about you, Mike? What are some of the films you've watched recently?
So the last film I watched that that Foo Fighters film, the Studio 666. That was actually quite good. I quite enjoyed it. I think it will probably appeal more to people who like the band, but I still quite enjoyed it. It's got like a lot of like sort of Evil Dead like gore and stuff like that in it. So I enjoyed it for that. I watched that Crimes of the Future recently. The new David Cronenberg one. That was a bit of a weird one, but I still enjoyed it. And I also watched a really old film from the 70s with Mark Hamill called Corvette Summer. It's like it stars him and Annie Potts, the secretary from Ghostbusters, and that was a lot of fun. That was a pretty fun movie. Yeah.
Is it a comedy? Is it
yeah,
it's
like he finds this car, like a Corvette, obviously, and but it gets stolen, and he has to basically go to Las Vegas to find it, and yeah, it's just a bit of a sort of a road movie comedy sort of thing, but yeah, it's pretty fun.
Oh, that sounds good. I've never really heard of much of Mark Hamill's work outside of Star Wars and like Batman.
Yeah, it was the first film he made after A New Hope, so it was like between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. But yeah, no, it was really good.
He's done a bit of TV work as well. He was in What We Do in the Shadows as well. He was in Man Down. Have you seen that series with? I forgot his name. Him out in between, the head teacher out in between.
Greg Davis.
Oh, Greg Davis, yeah.
He had a cameo on that as like this greasy spoon cafe owner. Yeah.
Yeah, he
seems
he's been around.
Yeah, he always like replies to people's tweets on Twitter as well.
He seems to be a good person for the fans, I notice.
Yeah.
That's good. As for that Studio 666, that's been out for a little while. Has it come out on physical yet or not?
I'm not sure. I think I just downloaded it because I was just kind of curious to watch the movie because I'm a fan of the band. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, the band they're not like the greatest actors or anything, so the acting's pretty mediocre. But surprisingly, a lot of the gore and that kind of stuff's like pretty good. So it's pretty enjoyable.
I'll keep an eye out for that one. That does sound good.
I have got it on my watch list on Apple, like the stuff that I don't get on 4K. Rather than collect the Blu-ray, I'll just watch it on stream. But I've got it on there to watch. But yeah, I know. I heard when it was coming out. Is there a few cameos in it?
Yeah. There's like Lionel Richie.
It's one big one. Which I know it's John Carpenter, isn't it?
John Carpenter's in there. Yeah. There is other people. I can't remember all of them.
Well, you've just sold me now. Just like I've got to say it now.
The scene with Lionel Richie is hilarious.
I think
Lionel Richie and the Foo Fighters, a combination I never thought of. Oh wow. As for me, for the last film I watched Drive for the first time, and honestly really enjoyed it. I thought it was a great film. Something a little bit different. It started off like a typical, really slow, and then it picked up during the end. But yeah, that bathroom scene with the shotgun, whoa.
There's quite a few. That's what I like about that film. It's not action packed, but it's gauzy action scenes that are very subtle and they just work with the film. And just its sleekness, It's like I think music that they play over the top of it as well. It's just
it's just like with me with like the ending. It kind of felt like a dreamlike experience near in the end. How it just ended.
Yeah, Albert Brooks plays a fantastic like baddie, like gangster. He's like the hairs on the back of my neck tingle when he's talking and stuff, and some of the stuff he could.
I was surprised how good the cast was. I didn't know like Bryan Cranston was in it, Ron Perlman. I didn't know they were in it.
Yeah.
That was a nice surprise.
Yeah, the Bryan Cranston scene bit, obviously, that's a bit of a tough watch as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
certainly.
Yeah.
And the other films I watched The Mechanic, the Charles Bronson one from the 70s. Really enjoyed that. I thought that was very good. I know they remade that with like Jason Statham a few years ago. Never seen them, but the original was good.
Yeah, I think that's Jason Statham. Is it Ben Foster was in that? I think.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I think,
don't
yeah.
know.
I think so. Yeah.
Hmm.
Was it that Mechanic? Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there was another one, wasn't there, with Christian Bale called The Mechanic or something, wasn't there?
And,
yeah, it's like The Machinist. I think
that's it, Machinist.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Mechanic. Yeah. Lost a lot of weight in that film, I think.
Yeah.
And the next one I watched was Messenger of Death with Charles Bronson, and that was a watch indeed. very low budget sort of action film that tries to be something else, but then just falls into the trappings of being like a typical Bronson action film. It was all right, but I wouldn't rush to watch it again.
Yeah, he did some like really good ones, and then he sort of like did like a Bruce Willis and like.
He seems to be like the Liam Neeson of the 70s and 80s.
Yeah. I need to pick up. Is it Death Wish 2 that's got a 4K release? I need to pick that up. It's just out.
I still need to see that. I still need to see Death Wish 2. I saw Death Wish 5. That was an experience.
Have you seen the remake with Bruce Willis?
Yeah. I mostly remember the garage scene with the car. That's all I remember of it. That was brutal.
Yeah, I only watched that for the first time a couple of months ago. I got it cheap from Amazon Germany, and it was really good. I enjoyed it.
It's not too bad. I prefer the original, but it's all right for a remake. Eli Roth, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, we've got a huge load of comments to get through, but before I start the comments, as it's your first time on the stream, Paul, would you like to promote your channel to those who may not know your channel? Yeah,
so the channel, it's a newish channel. It's obviously, if you want to search it, it's my name, the 4K Chef. I'm Paul, and it's just basically me. I collect solely just 4Ks. I've got a few Blu-rays, but like I said in a recent video, someone asked me why I just collect 4Ks because there's so many Blu-rays out there. I would fill up a lot of space, whereas just 4Ks, there's not many, so it takes me a long time to like fill the shelves. But saying that, I've amassed about 225 over the last year and a half. So,
well, that is a collection indeed.
My wife won't let me get any more shelves, so I'm like, yet. But yeah, I just, I do pickups, some 4K reviews, thoughts on films, just stuff from my collection. Yeah, give me a follow. Yeah, check out my content. Yeah.
You got a fantastic channel. You do some brilliant reviews. I've seen your top 10 4K special editions. That was a great video. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I'm going to do a couple more of them ones because I've got like a few like Shout Factory ones and stuff, and obviously that's the Halloween ones. And so yeah, I'm going to do a couple of them and future videos and show off my stuff. Yeah.
We'll all look forward to it. But yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Paul's channel, the link to his channel and everybody else's channel is in the description down below. So give everybody a sub. And let's get on with the comments then. If my phone's playing up properly, got loads of comments, and my phone's gone weird. That's always a good start. Always a good start. Right, we have the view with... No, we don't. We have StreamYard here, and we don't want StreamYard. We have the view with Drew here saying, hey, what's up? Hey, Drew, thanks for joining me. I hope you're well. We have John here from Mondo Chalavec Movies. Have a good stream tonight, lads. I'm at work, but I'll try and catch up bits if I can. Thanks for watching, John.
Cheers, John.
Cheers, John.
We've got Matt H here and says, have any of you seen The Novice? It's like Whiplash, but with Rowan. Definitely worth a watch.
Heard of it.
Yeah.
I've heard of it, but I've not seen it.
It's new, isn't it? Is it new?
Yeah, I think it is.
Was it? If it's like Whiplash, then I definitely have to give it a watch because Whiplash was brilliant.
I've never seen Whiplash, but after watching Top Gun Maverick with Miles Teller, I think I want to. Yeah. And I like because you got J.K. Simmons in it as well, is it?
Oh,
yeah,
great film.
I like him in a lot of stuff. Yeah, he's he just plays like, well, apart from Spider-Man, he's got like a hot-headedness about him, and I can imagine him. Is that in Whiplash? Yeah.
Awesome. Right, let's move on. We've got Porn Cocktail Blu-rays. Hello, gents. Love the name of the channel, mate.
It's a mouthful, isn't it?
Gotta be careful how I pronounce that one. We've got Bumpers Movies here saying, evening all. The Novice was good. The girl in it played Esther in The Orphan. Oh, fantastic. Have to keep an eye out for that one. We have David Beach here saying, good evening, guys. Hope you're good. Good evening, David. We have Ash here from Popcorn and Horror saying, evening, gents. Evening, Ash.
Ash.
We've got Edward here saying, evening, everyone. Hope you're all well. What's your thoughts on Hocus Pocus 2? And have you seen the new teaser trailer?
I've seen the poster, but I've not seen the trailer. I've seen that they are heavily aged, especially Jessica Parker. Which, I just every time her name pops up, I just was it Family Guy? She looks like a foot. That's just what pops in my head every time. Yeah, she looks like a foot. But yeah, I've not seen it.
No.
It's one of them.
Andy? Oh, sorry.
It's going to be one of those ones that it's not going to top the first one. That's my opinion. I know it's got a lot of the casting from the original one. Even the guy who plays, is it like the dead fella? I don't know if you call him.
Yeah, Billy Butcherson. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's back in it as well. But it's like when they made Willy Wonka, it just wasn't like. No. It's that. It's going to be that sort.
It's never as good as the original, is it?
No. It's nice that they make stuff like that for obviously kids and obviously fans of the original and stuff. But I don't know.
Yeah. You've seen it, Andy?
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm a bit worried it's going to be like Coming to America, the second one that came out. Whereas like the first one's like quite a competent film that you enjoy.
Yeah.
And the sequel was just absolutely dire. I'm just hoping that it doesn't go down that path. I really do like Hocus Pocus. I've got a lot of nostalgia for it.
But, it's really good. The first one, really good.
Yeah.
I think it's just a cash grab. Maybe I don't know. I know it's been teased for some time. I think
yeah, it's on Disney Plus, isn't it? Disney Plus exclusive.
Is it? I think that's what Disney had planned on doing. I think they're just going to rehash a lot of originals and make sequels out of the ones that they haven't already with. And we'll see.
Yeah. It might surprise. It might surprise. Here's hoping it does.
I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
You seen it, Mike?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. Yeah. I kind of think the same. Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't really know what it's going to do differently. Like that the first hasn't. I don't know whether it's just going to be like a bit of a nostalgic cash grab. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, the trailer looks. It was okay. It didn't really show too much, but yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I've seen the trailer too. It looks okay, I suppose. I like the original. The original's great, but like, I don't know whether we need a sequel. I know people have been asking for one for years, but now we're finally getting one. The problem is, will it live up to it?
Yeah,
that's exactly it. Yeah.
I just feel like it'll probably just retread like the original and try to be like the original, probably just like modern day. Like I don't know, but it's on Disney Plus, so it isn't going to cost anything to go and see it. Unlike if it went to the cinema, so it's worth a go.
Yeah, I think that's a sensible option, isn't it? I think if they put it in the cinema, I don't think it would make.
Yeah.
In America, it might, but if they put it out at Halloween, but I don't think over here.
It can't be as bad as Home Sweet Home Alone. Oh, now that was torture. We've got David saying hi to everyone on YouTube. Hey, David. And we've got Bumper saying hi to David. We've got Evander here from Slow Reviews. Hey, Evander. Hope you're doing well, mate. And we have another guest here. Who's this? It's brilliant. It's brilliant. We've got James here from Jim Jam Movies and TV. Hey.
Hey, how we doing, guys? You all right?
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's great to see you back, James. How you been doing?
Mate. Yeah, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good.
It's great to get you back on the live stream. You been watching anything cool recently?
Yeah, I finally watched this today. Come on.
Come on. Oh.
Really good film. I did enjoy it.
Awesome.
Very good.
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix, isn't it?
Yeah, I have trouble pronouncing. Yeah.
Wasn't that about £2 something in HMV? I think.
Yeah, I got sent it by Jamie Powell's wife, Katie.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
HMV's had it dead cheap. Yeah. It's not been out long, is it?
Yeah, the only trouble is the HMV by me is one of them HMV shops, and it's basically pants. There's not really much Blu-rays and stuff. It's more like food and cosplay stuff and stuff like that. But it's not good at all. I prefer the old HMV.
Yeah, I agree. Them new style of HMVs, whilst they do have a lot of different things, they are lacking on films now, and it's a shame.
They are.
Yeah. I've still got an old one, the original, but I've got a new one, which is at the Metro Centre, and I asked them why obviously they've downsized quite considerably, and they said obviously because it's due to rent. Because the one in the Metro Centre was really big, and then it was like 2 floors, and now it's just like about the same size. Just tiny. Yeah, about the size of my living room. It's just tiny. It's like, but it's like what you were saying about like the selling all this Japanese style food and snacks, and cashing in on other things. It's like
some of that stuff is really expensive as well. Like a box of cereals, 10 quid.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Well, they have these little drinks and they're like £4 a can, and I'm like, what? I could buy a pack of Coke or Fanta for that price.
Some weird flavors as well. It's like,
yeah, they do.
Yeah. Sushi and watermelon and stuff like that.
There was like kiwi and chocolate the other week I saw, and I was like, ugh. Oh no. But they must sell, obviously, or they wouldn't do them.
I'd rather wait till like the clearance pile and then stick the reduced and stick that yellow sticker on. I'll buy it. Yeah.
Right. Continuing on with the comments, we have Prawn Cocktail Blu-ray saying, anybody's got anything pre-ordered?
Yeah. I've got that much stuff pre-ordered. I can't remember what I bought. from different places. I've got Amazon US, I've got Amazon Italy, HMV, Zavi, eBay. Yeah. It's
Oh wow, that's quite a lot. So when you get it, you'll be like, "Oh, I've ordered that. I didn't realise I did."
Well, I think the next thing is the Northman. I think that's the next. There's the Northman, and there's something else on that day. I think
Doctor Strange.
Get Carter. I think from BFI. I think that's out on. That might be August. I'm not sure. There's 2 4Ks. There's
Get Carter's next month, I think. Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah, it'll be that and the Northman. I'll be getting.
Oh, great.
Doctor Strange, I've just watched on Disney Plus, but I won't buy it because I don't have any other Marvel ones on 4K. So just
don't you?
No. I just think there's that many, and it's like
you need your own shelf for all of them.
Yeah, I like the boutiques as well, like boutique releases. So
yeah, I would get that.
I would have one of them over a Marvel. But that's what Disney Plus is there for. You know, that's why I like Disney Plus.
That's true. That's true.
Obviously, they've only just added the Sony ones, like the Spider-Man ones. I think.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Have you got anything pre-ordered, Mike?
I think the only thing I've got is that Tenebrae 4K from Arrow.
Arrow.
Yeah, I think that comes out in mid-July. So yeah, not too long to wait.
Yeah. That'll be a real treat on 4K.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully there's no issues with it, unlike other Arrow releases.
Yeah.
That is the thing that worries me with pre-ordering Arrow titles.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me because, I mean, you get the new disc eventually, so...
That's true. Did you get your Henry one?
Yeah, I got that. Because I ordered it directly from the store, from Arrow. I didn't have to do anything. They just sent it.
Oh, that's good.
There's still no news on 12 Monkeys, though. If not...
I wouldn't there.
No.
No.
They know about it because they put out a statement, but there's still... And that come out, I think, not long after Henry. I think it was a week after, I think. Or was it the same week? I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Around the same time.
Yeah. But I wish they would just check, because they seem to just hash them out. And then, you know, it must cost them a lot of money to redo the discs and artwork and stuff on the discs.
Must do. Don't they have like people to test them out, like actually people to watch? And
I don't think they send out reviews, but they should.
No.
You know, should send out reviews, and then, you know, eagle-eyed collectors and stuff would pick it up like they picked up with Henry and 12 Monkeys. Yeah.
Well, Arrow, if you're watching, we'll all gladly be volunteers for that program if you're watching.
Definitely.
So, what about you, Andy? Anything pre-ordered?
Yeah, I've pre-ordered two 4Ks. Northman being one.
Yeah.
Because I love that film. I thought it was great. And I pre-ordered the steelbook of Elvis. Because I went to see that at the weekend. I just loved it. Thought it was fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I have seen the steelbook on H&B's website, and it does look very nice.
Yeah. No, it was a great film.
But, I can't wait to see it.
I want to see that, but I think I'll just wait. Just don't have time to go.
Yeah. I think it may even be going to streaming like next month, because Warner Brothers has a thing to say like 40 days after release they put it on streaming.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. So you got any pre-orders, James?
No, nothing. I've took advantage of the network sale though. Network have got a buy one get one free.
Buy one get one free, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah, so I picked up. What did I pick up? Silver Dream Racer. I ordered that, and I ordered that's a film with David Essex from like at 1980, I think. Ordered that and the Till Death Us Do Part Blu-ray as well.
Oh, that's good.
So they're
like £7 each, aren't they?
So it worked at £8 for the two, with like free delivery and stuff. So it's not bad.
That's really good. That's really good. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Me, I haven't got anything pre-ordered though. I've ordered a couple from H&B. Probably should be here tomorrow, hopefully. We've got David putting up some hands. Hey, David.
Hello.
Bumpers Movie says, what were some of your highlights, physical media-wise, for June?
Probably Drive. Yeah, that second sight Drive. Yeah, that's probably my favorite so far. Then obviously, Ambulance.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Mike?
Honestly, I'm not sure. June was a very, very light month for me, which you'll see on my pickups video. But I think the only one that probably comes to mind is Licorice Pizza. I know it wasn't like the it's not like the most like extravagant release, but just of the June releases, it was probably my pick.
Yeah. What about you, James?
Yeah, I was going to say Licorice Pizza as well, because apparently HMV are doing the standard one as well. So they brought that nice edition out, and then right next to it on the shelf, there's just like the standard one as well.
Yeah,
I think it's like a first print, wasn't it? Like the one we've got with the slipcover and art cards.
That's right.
You can pick it up for £12 and see it, so if you're lucky.
Oh, that's not bad.
But
that's what I did. That's what I did.
Did you? Oh, that's good.
I'm yet to see that film.
I use vouchers though.
Oh, that's good. Andy, are you got any physical media highlights for June?
Yeah, I found there was a fair few, to be honest. X was one I picked up that was great. The HMV edition of the Batman, picked that up. I picked up the 4K Steelbook of Dirty Dancing. Licorice Pizza as well, obviously. Ambulance. Yeah, there was a fair few, I think. That I personally enjoyed picking up. Yeah,
that's a good selection. Now, I'm surprised nobody said Morbius. So,
didn't pick it up.
For me, I'll probably say Licorice Pizza. Really nice special edition for only £15. Definitely be nice to see more companies bring out editions like that for the same price of the Blu-ray. The Batman, obviously. The Mechanic was a really nice transfer. I thought that was good. And I suppose physical media, you could say games, so I'll say The Quarry. I thought that was a fantastic trip to 80s slasher horror tropes, and most recently Fire Emblem Warriors, which hopefully I'll have a review up later in the week. Look at me bragging about videos coming up on the channel.
I've not seen X, but I've got it pre-ordered. I've got the 4K pre-ordered from Germany.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they're doing a 4K. Oh, that's good.
There's two covers. You could pick. There was an A cover and a B cover. The cover was the one with the legs. Legs, which I've got. And then there was a standard one with the girl and obviously the cross, like the X of the wood.
Yeah.
But it's only, I think it's only £15, I think. Sure.
That's really good.
It's only £15 or £20.
That's not bad.
I think it's from Cape Light Pictures. So yeah, it's available on Amazon Germany. So
awesome.
It's a media book. So
that's really nice.
Yeah.
I like media books. They're cool.
I don't collect many. I have just the Running Man one. And I did have the Drive media book, but I sold that and got the second slate. But yeah, I've heard good things about X, and I can't wait. It's
I need to watch it too. I've heard it gets quite fruity though.
Yeah.
We've got Porn Prawn Cocktail Blu-ray saying, "What's your favourite snack?" I'm going to grab a favourite snack for the food. Watching a film.
Snack. It used to be popcorn, but it gets stuck in my teeth, and the shells get stuck in my gums, and 2 weeks later, you're picking it out with your tongue. Just go for some, I don't know, some pork scratchings or some bag of Skittles or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And a beer, obviously.
What about you, Mike?
Probably just something like crisps. Pretty boring.
In a bowl, or not in the packet?
Yeah, in a bowl.
Yeah. Can't stand the rustling.
No.
Especially in the cinema. If you get someone behind who brings their own stuff in and full bag.
Oh, some people go in like they're heading for a picnic. They do.
Yeah.
I've seen people with trays and they've got nearly like a roast dinner on their eating, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well, I forgot when I went to see James Bond. I went on my own and there wasn't many people in, and one guy brought his shopping in and he had a crate of Fosters in there and he was just cracking them open. Yeah. You you could smell the drink coming down, like out. Yeah, and I think at the end he did get up just before it finished, and he stumbled down the steps, and then he ended up sitting at the bottom, and he left his shopping back up the top. So, yeah, I think he had a few too many.
Oh dear. Oh wow. What about you, Andy? What about your favourite snacks?
Yeah, I think when I go cinema, it's probably nachos. I mean, I don't get them as much as I used to, but yeah, two cheeses and also. Yeah.
I like nachos, but I find them difficult to eat in the dark.
Yeah, it's like
yeah, it's like you've got to bring a pack of baby wipes as well, or just. They only give you like 2 tissues, and you're like, and then you've got to get up and wipe your hands at the toilet. So then you've got to miss the movie, and it's like, It's the
last time I ordered them, it was so hectic because I got like free mozzarella dips with them as well. So like I had the nachos, I had the dips, and I had this big fuck off drink. And I'm there with my phone as well, like trying to get my ticket scanned, like trying to hold everything. I'm just like, this is gonna end badly. Like I'm just gonna fall over or something. Well, it was just, and they didn't even give me any napkins.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like the lid on my drink was cracking open and it was spilling all over me. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing this again.
No.
Yeah.
If you ask them for napkins as well, it's like they like look at you it's like more napkins. It's like, well, yeah, it's not coming out your wage, It's like
yeah.
So KFC a couple of nights ago and asking for some extra sauces, and she was like, "Oh, we only allowed to give this many out." I was like, "Come on, give me some." It's not coming out there.
Oh no! I remember when I went into the cinema once. Somebody bought their own Heinz ketchup little squirty thing, and you kept hearing in the background.
The ultimate fart sound effect, that isn't it? Like,
yeah.
Especially when it splurts.
What about you, James? What are some of your favourite snacks?
I'm gonna go ice cream. I'm gonna go down the ice cream route because I do like eating ice cream watching a film, especially Ben and Jerry's. Ben and Jerry's.
Ben and Jerry's, very nice.
Definitely. So at my local cinema now, I've swapped Ben and Jerry's. They used to sell Ben and Jerry's, and I've swapped the Ben and Jerry's bit now for gelato, and it's just not the same. So tempted to smuggle a tub in next time.
They're only about that big as well, aren't they? The tiny tubs.
Yeah, little tiny tubs.
Yeah, go in with one of them freezer boxes, take a load in with you into the cinema.
I don't mind the ice blast. I like the nice blast. They use paper straws now, and the plastic ones used to have like a little spoon on the end.
That's right. Yeah.
But now they give you 2 straws because one just lasts all of 1 minute and it goes all soggy.
Yeah.
So then you just drinking it, wait until the ice blast melts and then just drinking it.
Oh, I can't stand the paper straws, especially at McDonald's. They don't have much lasting power.
No,
they don't. You have to get another straw because they've all faded away more or less. I was just, especially if you have a milkshake.
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, it's not logical in the cinema, especially if you've got a film with a 3-hour runtime or 2.5 hours. They just give you 1 paper straw. It's
yeah,
it goes how toilet roll goes when it's left in the water too long. It just goes in bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it roads, and then you get lumpy drink.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this is a funny drink. Oh no, it's a bit of the straw.
Yeah.
As for me, I like Pringles and a Lindt chocolate bar.
Oh, nice.
Fancy.
Very posh. Very posh.
Mind you, I don't eat the whole chocolate bar. I leave about half of it and then have it again a few nights later. Next up, we've got Sophie saying, "Evening, gents. Evening, Soph." We've got AP here from the Movie Cheer podcast saying, "Evening, everyone. Evening, AP."
AP.
So says Mike, did you enjoy the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yeah, they were really good. I was just telling the guys before we got live. Yeah, it was a really great show, and the weather was amazing as well. So yeah, it was just a great day overall. Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. We've got the viewer Drew saying, which supporting performance in an action movie do you like more? Edward Furlong in T2, Sam Jackson, Die Hard 3, or Sean Connery in The Last Crusade?
It's got to be Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would say Sean Connery as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Samuel L. Jackson. Just for, I just like him. He's good. Yeah.
It is a lot of fun in that film, though, I must admit.
If it wasn't for him, I think that film would have just like fallen really flat.
Yeah.
So it was good that they added him. He had like the comedy value as well, which was good.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, James?
I'm gonna say Sean Connery too. I think, yeah, he's a legend, isn't he, man? Sean Connery. He's Sean Connery, you know.
Him and Harrison Ford just work so well off against each other. Right, we've got Bumpers Movie say, give it away now. That's my favourite RHCP song.
Nice.
Red Hot Chili Peppers song. Yeah, it took me a while to process that. We've got DVD from Film Block here saying hi. Hey mate, hope you're well. We've got Cora here saying good evening everyone. Good evening, Cora. We've got Josh here from Classic Review saying hey guys. Hey Josh.
Hey, Josh.
DVD from Film Block says I decided to take the plunge and watch Invasion of the Body Snatchers 1956 and The Lady Vanishes. Great picks.
I think I've got Lady Vanishes. I think is that a network release? That might be a network release, you know. I'm sure I've got that film.
I think I have seen it on the network label, but I know they recently done the Body Snatchers original. They re-released that, didn't they?
Yeah.
Here, DVD from Filmblood continues to say, I didn't use my VCR to watch them on, and I cleaned the heads later. It probably wasn't necessary, given how many times they were cleaned. Ah. We've got Josh saying, it's Morbin time. DVD from Filmblood says, and say for a few pretty bad moments, tape damage caused by mold in the cleaning process. They were both watchable. Awesome. Seth says, I personally like Jared Leto as Joker. I did not like him as Gucci. It's the me, Mario. I don't know. Did you like Jared Leto as Joker, James?
Jared Leto as Joker? It's all right. Not too bad.
Dr. Impossible says, is that a Triffid behind the 4K chef? Looks like it's about to go in for the kill.
It's a banana tree. Yeah, a mousse sauvage.
Oh, wow.
I don't actually get bananas on it, but I had 4 of them in my last house in the garden. And I used to wrap them every winter. And then we moved house a year ago, and that was one of they have shoots, which they call them pups. So when one reaches like 5 years of age, they start shooting like mini ones. So I just cut it off with a knife, and I brought that, and it was tiny. And now I keep it in the conservatory rather than put it outside. It's a banana tree.
Oh, that's real cool.
Yeah.
That's a shame about no grown bananas. I've liked bananas on demand.
They only grow about that big, and like. That big.
Oh wow! They're a disappointment in size.
About the size of like a mobile phone, but they're not edible. They're more like for decoration, I think, like
Oh.
ornamental. But yeah, it's I cut the top off in about October, November. I water it once, and then it just lies dormant, and then it starts shooting up again. And this is a new leaf coming through. So like, and then they open out. So massive, like that big.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah. Yeah. I can just have a waft, good.
Yeah. Oh, I never thought we'd be talking about a banana tree tonight, but it's been thoroughly interesting.
I said to myself, I wonder if someone like spots what this is behind me, like they'll say something. Yeah, this is a dead leaf. So,
it sounds like a crisp packet.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like rustling, so I won't.
Just be sat in the cinema with your dead leaf, pissing people off.
I wish I could do it to that family during No Way Home. That was two kids in the mum, and one kid was just constantly kicking his Primark bag, just kicking it, and it was like in like the gap of the seat. And then I was just looking at my wife. I was like, "Is he going to stop? Is he going to stop?" And then I said to me, I was like, "Would you just shut up?" His mum was like, "Stop it." That's one of the main reasons why I don't go to the cinemas often now, like especially with something like that. It's all right if you go see a 15 or an 18, which is not many of, but it's just more like nobody like has respect, for
No, that is one thing with being at home. You can enjoy the film and you don't have any interruptions.
That was one of the main reasons why during lockdown I decided to, like the first big lockdown, got all the stuff, and then I thought I'll wait till stuff gets released on physical and then I'll pick stuff up. But I have been going to the cinema. I've seen quite a bit, but I don't go as often. But yeah, it's just more getting people to look after the kids, than anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a Mousse Bajou.
Just out of interest, guys, is your cinema cheap? Is it cheap to go to your cinemas or not really?
I've got a View and it's $4.49 a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I've got an Odeon in Durham, which is about £7. It's quite a big difference there. Yeah,
it's still not too bad. Mine is mostly independent ones, and they charge between £10 to £15 a ticket.
Isn't an IMAX ticket like 20 quid or something? I think.
I think you're right. I think it's about 20 for an IMAX.
Yeah. That's like 40 quid if me and the wife went. Like,
you might as well just wait for like the 4K for that price.
It's cheaper, yeah. But if only they would put like IMAX enhanced on a lot of the films. I hope they put it on top of Maverick. Fingers crossed. I hope
so.
Yeah.
That's another one I've got on pre-order actually. Top Gun Maverick 4K.
Yeah, that's one of my most anticipated. I think that it'll be interesting to see how good it's Paramount, isn't it?
Yeah,
Paramount. Yeah.
How good, because that could top Ambulance if they stick Atmos and Dolby Vision on that. That could top Ambulance. It could, but I doubt it.
I think they'll go all out on that because now it's hit $1 billion, hasn't it, at the box office?
Yeah,
done incredibly well.
Like, I think I've got the Steel book pre-ordered. I've got the standard because I've got the standard Top Gun. I just hope they stick a slip on it, considering it's made $1 billion.
Yes.
They seem to be getting less and less. Like Top Gun's got a slip, and obviously Top Gun Maverick, hopefully, But I like to see them do like like the Untouchables set. Like I'd like to see them do like an edition like that. That would be nice. Like in the nice slip box.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was hoping HMV would do like is it like a first edition? Because they did it with Top Gun, I think. But there's nothing yet.
Oh, that's a shame. DVD from Filmblook says, I loved Invasion of the Body Snatchers and The Lady Vanishes. Awesome.
I've not seen the original Body Snatchers, but I've seen the one. Is it with Donald Sutherland? That's not the original.
That's
the one on.
Yeah.
70s, isn't it?
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum's in it as well, isn't he?
Yeah, there's one on BFI. I think the original one's on BFI, and the
That's
other
the
one's
one.
on Arrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kino Lorber brought that out on 4K as well.
Yeah, I think they did, yeah.
Nice.
We've got Mancade Movies here saying, hey gents, how's it going? Here's my question. If you could swap Schwarzenegger and Stallone for one of their movies, what would it be? Mine would be Stallone and Jr. and Arnold in Tango and Cash.
Wow.
Oh, that's a tough one, that.
What about? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I think Stallone could really get away with the Terminator. I think he could. Like, when he was a lot younger, yeah. I think, yeah. I don't know. And I think probably Schwarzenegger could have pulled off a Rambo as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that. He had that, like, when he was a lot younger. But he's very, as he's gotten like past the Terminator, he got a lot wooden. You know what I mean? He's like, like I watched Batman and Robin the first time in donkeys on 4K. I picked it up dead cheap and and in that he's just, oh my god, that film.
Oh, Stallone as Mr. Freeze. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the stuff he comes out with in that movie, some of the quotes.
Mm.
Like,
I think he's the best thing about that film, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they could swap roles in those films. Easy.
Yeah, that's good. What about you, James? What you?
What about Stallone in Jingle All the Way?
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about Schwarzenegger and Stop or My Man Will Shoot?
Yeah. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I'd like to see Schwarzenegger do Judge Dredd, to be honest.
That's a good one.
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah. You could even hear. I can even hear Schwarzenegger's voice, like when it says "Stop or My Man Will Shoot."
Yeah.
Stop or My Man Will Shoot. It's like, yeah. That's a good one. That one. What Andy said. I could see that. I think Stallone could also pull off. Sorry, I'm just taking up. It was. I think he could do like Total Recall as well.
Yeah. What about you, Mike? You got any?
Yeah, I mean, they probably could have like done quite a lot of each other's films. Like I could picture Stallone in like Predator or like any sort of other like Commando maybe. Yeah, but I'd probably like to see someone like Stallone like playing Mr. Freeze. I think that'd be very interesting. Just have the same dialogue and everything. Yeah, that'd be something.
Yeah. Me, I think Stallone would be quite fun as like Mr. Freeze, and I'd love to see Arnie partnering up with Dolly Parton and Rhinestone.
I was thinking that one as well.
Oh, I'd just love to see what that would turn out like. That'd be a lot of fun.
Schwarzenegger would have been great and over the top as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if Arnold was in Tango and Cash, I think you would have to take out Kurt Russell. I think I don't think he would go up against Arnie. It wouldn't look right for me.
Replace him with Danny DeVito.
Yeah. Go along that zip line. Snap. Yeah.
DVD Filmbloke said it was a 79 version of The Lady Vanishes, by the way. Awesome. We've got Brian Drums here saying, "Hey guys, hey Brian, you'll be well, mate."
Hey, Brian.
We've got David saying, "Mike, Cinema X-Men, did you enjoy your concert?"
Yeah, really good. Yeah, as I've already said, yeah, great day, yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, "A really, really old film, Mike? You mean a new film because you've never seen Corvette Summer before?"
Yeah.
We've got Marvel fan here saying, "Hey guys, what's your thoughts on Howard Stern being rumored to play Doctor Doom in the MCU?"
Yeah, Lord.
I think that's a pretty good casting, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, I never knew. New to me.
Is this the American guy with like the curly hair and the glasses?
Yeah,
Is he the one who's
he looks like
Got Talent or something? Is he the one?
Yeah.
He's the one who from the radio, wasn't he? Like,
yeah, he's a radio star.
Yeah,
I thought it was Slash for a minute.
He did like a movie in the 90s called Private Parts, which is like a bio about him. It's such a funny movie.
Yeah. I watched that last year, I think.
Yeah. Oh, Private Parts is great. Yeah, I love that film.
Oh, I'm seeing that now. Private Parts. Oh my days.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very controversial, wasn't he? I think back then.
Because like some of the stuff he was doing on radio, but
he
was getting the ratings, and that's what the network was like more impressed with. But he was very controversial.
Yeah. Okay, and fair enough. That sounds an interesting cast choice, but MCU have done really well with their casting, so fair enough. I'd say see what happens. We've got Soph saying, "Andy, your ceiling looks great. Have you had any fallen down yet?"
Touch wood. No problems at all.
Oh. That must be some super A-grade blue tack you got there.
No, thanks, Soph, but it's no issues at all with it.
That's really good to hear. We've got AJ here saying, evening AJ. We've got Bumps Movies saying hello to AJ. We've got Winslow here saying, "Just watch Woody Allen's The Purple Rose of Cairo. Lovely film, a really nice love letter to classic Hollywood. Great performances and highly recommended." Nice.
I love that film. It's so good.
Oh, that's cool.
It's sort of like a precursor to Last Action Hero. I know that sounds really strange, but
okay.
It's sort of like a very similar premise. It's like Mia Farrow falls in love with this movie character from this film called The Purple Rose of Cairo, and he's played by Jeff Daniels. And the character actually comes out of the cinema screen into real life. And like the rest of the characters in the movie can't carry on the movie because he's left. And she like falls in love with him, but I won't say any more because I don't want to spoil it. But it's a great film.
That sounds actually really good. That does.
Yeah, some of the supporting cast are like really good in it. Like I think it's Edward Herman, who's in The Lost Boys. He like plays like one of the characters in the movie that can't carry on. Like the characters are just sat there in the room but they can't finish the film. But yeah, it's a really good movie. I really like it.
Oh, that's good. Anybody else seen it?
I haven't. No, I haven't seen it.
No. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. David's asking how Soph and Jason's doing. I'm home now, but we'll tell Jason you said hi. Dr. Impossible says, "Great movie, Winslow. Purple Rose. Just think Last Action Hero without
That's what you
Woody
just
Allen
said. There we go.
Oh no, the comments have gone all weird again. What am I going for? Right. Oh my days. Right, we've got Winslow, Dr. Impossible. Here we go. Phone's playing up. Dr. Impossible says, "Play It Again, Sam was a terrific Alan film."
I don't think I've seen that one.
Sounds cool. No. We've got Prawn Cocktail Blu-ray saying, "How many 4Ks have you got?"
Is that for me?
how many have we all got? Do you want to go first then, Paul?
I'll just have a look on Letterboxd. I've got 225 films so far.
Oh, that is a good collection. Nice, healthy collection.
Got a few digitally as well, but obviously I don't sort of class them as 4K, true 4K anyway. But yeah, and I've got about 20 pre-ordered.
Nice.
Quite a few.
From now till September, maybe. October.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. How many have you got, Mike?
Probably about 40, give or take. Yeah.
Good selection. Andy?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'll just check now. I've got 43. That many. Well,
awesome. Great. And you haven't long collected, have you? Only started at the start of the year?
Yeah. Didn't start that long ago. Yeah.
Nice. Do you think you'll reach 100 by the end of the year, or are you going to hold back?
I'm very sort of selective about 4K because I think it's one of them where you got to do your research. I think.
Yeah.
Because some can be great, some can be the best thing you've ever seen, and some can be absolutely dire.
Yeah, I regret buying Henry. That is just tripe. It should not be what they've done 4K wise. It's like because the film's that bad looking, you just can't tell if it's 4K or not, and it's just like it's just
very odd choice.
Yeah, it's a mess. They should have made something else. It's a waste of money, and for them to not check it and have that mistake, shot them right themselves in the foot there. Yeah, but yeah.
I do feel like with Arrow when they like, oh, the disc's done, I'll send it out. You checked, it'll be all right. I
think they just put all these films in a hat, and then they just get like one of the workers just to pick it out, like what we're going to do for the next couple of months. Like,
I know some of the newer announced films have been very odd. To be fair, it's like not many at all. Because I think we've got Flatliners coming out, and then they announced 2 last week, didn't they? For like September time.
Yeah, Flatliners is just going to be a standard one, like 12 Monkeys, I think.
That's a shame. If it was a collector's edition, I probably might have gone for it. But for normal edition, now
some of the special editions is a bit odd, like the Henry one. That should have just been the standard one, whereas 12 Monkeys is quite like, it's a good film. And it's got a good fan base, so I would have thought that would have been better. But yeah, it's a bit odd. Like I really like the very Argento ones, and I want to pick them ones up. I do have Demons, but
but Arrow seems to be very odd with their releases just lately. They seem to be releasing any old thing just lately.
Yeah, I know Mike picked them up a couple of months ago, didn't you, Mike? The Argento ones.
Yeah, and they look amazing. Yeah,
I've got Tenebrae. I've not even seen that one, but I've pre-ordered it because I've heard how
You're
good it is.
You're in for a treat with Tenebrae. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I like Tenebrae.
I rented Deep Red off Apple, but it was only in Italian. They didn't have the English subtitle, the English audio, so I did turn it off. Not even subtitle. It was just I didn't even know what was in.
No.
I should have before on translate, So and the same happened with Phenomena. That was the original, because that wasn't in English, I don't think, when it first came out. I think that was it in Italian, I think.
It's a mix, isn't it? Yeah.
And that didn't have the English audio either, so they were about £2 to rent, but I just turned them off because I just couldn't understand what they were saying. No offense to the Italians, but yeah, it's just but I really want to pick them up. I'm hoping this Prime Day, the 2 days Prime Day.
That's not too long away.
If they have any in there, I'll pick them up because I like the artwork.
They're nice sets, very nice sets.
Yeah.
But
I know the Tenebrae one obviously is going to match the rest of them. But yeah.
Yeah.
How many 4Ks have you got, James?
0.
Zilch.
0. I could have said that from the start. Yeah.
I have about between 10 and 15, but no 4K player, so I'm halfway there.
Yeah. See, I've got no 4K player all set up, but if Never Ending Story got a 4K nice box set, I might be tempted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think you're just gonna get your 4K player and then 8K will come out.
Yeah.
Just moving into the kitchen.
I know a lot of people who's collecting 4K, obviously just for like future proofing themselves and stuff, But
Yeah,
because it's like I do collect Blu-ray, but because they do come with the Blu-rays. But if I had a choice, I would like them just to release just 4K rather than have a Blu-ray and a 4K. But
Yeah.
I know they are charging the same price as well, which is a bit shocking. Because I know
do think they should be cheaper if they don't come with a Blu-ray.
Yeah, there's been a few. I think didn't Scream. Was it the Steelbook that come with the Blu-ray?
I think so.
And then the standard just comes with the 4K, but that was still £24.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Lost City is going to be the same, only 4K.
Yeah, I'd say I would like it, but a bit smaller on the price. If not had a disc.
17 quid, maybe. 17 to 19 quid, that'd be better.
A little bit more than a Blu-ray, but not £24 for a 4K, because that's just crazy.
No. I think they're testing out the waters to see if people buy them without Blu-rays. AJ saying, hey, bumper. We've got Mike's DVD and Blu-ray collection here saying, what's up, guys? Hey, Mike. Thanks for joining, mate. David Beach says, have you all seen the Elvis movie?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, I haven't.
No, not yet.
No. But I heard great things.
Saw it last Friday. Friday just gone. I thought it was great.
Yep, it got you all shook up. Oh God.
I was a bit apprehensive about it because it's Baz Luhrmann, and there's only one other Baz Luhrmann movie I particularly like, and that's Strictly Ballroom. But the first 20 minutes, the editing was so fast paced, and I've kind of struggled keeping up with what was going on because it was just so in your face and onto the next scene. And then, but when it found its feet, it was great.
Awesome.
Like the last 2 hours of the movie. Yeah.
Did you do Australia?
Yeah, Australia, Romeo and Juliet, Moulin Rouge,
Great
Gatsby. Yeah.
I like the Great Gatsby. I didn't mind that. Yeah. Well, that was all right.
What was I going to say? Did anybody dress up as Elvis in your cinema?
No.
I'm just hoping if I go and see it in the cinema, there'll be somebody dressed up as Elvis.
I can remember when it come out, there was a lot of people dressing up as it and just sitting in the cinema just looking at people.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of them, like some of them with the balloon as well, just sitting there smiling. I'm like, yeah, I'm not sitting in this cinema for long. We have Mr. Random Uploader HD says, have you guys seen the Divergent series? No, I haven't seen them. I've seen the first one. Isn't one of them called Insurgents or something?
They're quite good movies. A bit like the Maze Runner sort of things, like that sort of series. But
based on books. Based on books, I think. They come out at the time when Hunger Games was out.
Games and all that,
Before they put them on the bandwagon and release,
I think Kate Winslet's in one of them, isn't she?
I think she's in two of them.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, but they are what they are, but they are quite good, quite enjoyable.
Oh, that's good to hear.
You've seen them, man? They're good as well.
You seen them, Andy and Mike?
No. I remember working at the cinema when they came out. I just because when you're an usher, you have to go in and clean up after the film, and I always remember catching the end of it. But not really been my cup of tea, to be honest.
No.
No.
Yeah. We've got Keith here from Euphoria Pictures. Hello to all. Hope everyone's doing well tonight.
Hey, Keith.
Hey, Keith. I watched the unboxing for the Batman 4K box sets. They look really nice, I must admit.
Those sets look awesome.
If they come out just after when them films are released, I would have bought them. But because I've already got the box set with 3 of them in, I'm thinking, well, I don't want to pay. They're about £40, aren't they?
Yeah, 40 quid each.
They're really nice, but I just think it's a bit of a strange time to like release them. But I think
they've been re-released a lot of times, haven't they? Because didn't they do like media books as well?
Yeah. I think HMV had them in the clearance, reduced to like 10 quid, I think. But it's just like, I think they're just Warner Brothers jumped on the bandwagon, aren't they? Just with these collectors box sets and stuff. People buy them.
Yeah. I think with the success of the Batman, so they thought, hey, let's bring some more out.
Trying to copy these boutiques as well, so they're like, oh, let's make something really nice. People will buy them.
Oh, of course, yeah. We've got Back to Daft Future here saying, evening, boys. What's your thoughts on Zack Snyder as a director?
Right, Tom?
He's hit and miss for me. But he's directed one of the worst movies I've ever seen, and that was Army of the Dead. I hated that film. I just thought it was awful. But the Snyder Cut Justice League, I thought was really, really good. His remake of Dawn of the Dead's pretty good, and I absolutely love Watchmen.
Yeah, I've warmed to that over the years. I hated it when it first came out. I thought it was a bit of a mess, but I've watched it a few times recently, and I quite enjoy it. I like Watchmen. That's good. Man of Steel's, I think that's like one of his best, I think. But Army of the Dead, I enjoyed it.
But fair enough.
Like for what it was good. It was just daft, like in your face. It was more. There was less. I wish it had more zombies than it focused on the cast more, like the people more than it did with the zombies. And then obviously they made the prequel. And then he's doing another one as well, isn't he? I think.
Yeah, I think there's going to be quite a few little extras to it. It's going to be like its own little series, isn't it?
Yeah, because he's bringing out this new one with Netflix, I think, next year, which looks quite interesting. But he's what he is. He's like Michael Bay, isn't he? He's just like
Yeah. What about you, James?
I don't mind him, to be honest. Like you say, I enjoyed the Justice League cut. It's really good. I've not seen that Army of what you just said. Army of
the Dead.
Yeah. I haven't seen that one yet, like, but I liked it.
It's got one of the best intros to a film ever. Like,
okay,
musical numbers and just like that's probably like the best thing of the movie. I think.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Mike, what about you?
Yeah, he's pretty hit and miss. I think on the whole, I'm probably not the biggest fan. I like Watchmen. I think Man of Steel's okay and Justice League's okay. I hate some of his directional choices, like his overuse of like slow motion and things like that. It really gets on my tits sometimes. But
Do you think Warner Brothers will get him back?
Maybe if they offer.
I think they should.
Yeah,
I think they should get him back.
Yeah, I think he's got a lot to offer. To carry
I think
on.
after the Snyder Cut, definitely they should get him back.
Yeah, I think it will bring in a lot of money for them, and fans want it.
As for me, Zack Snyder is definitely one of them directors. Like again, as you both said, like hit and miss. I think he's fine. He's not one of my favorite directors. He can make some good films. He can also make some pretty bad films. I did not like Army of the Dead. I thought Justice League Snyder Cut was brilliant. I loved it, but I do think that he does over-reliance on slow-mo. I think Snyder Cut would have probably been only 3 hours if it wasn't for that slow-mo.
Yeah.
God, what else did I like? I did like Batman v Superman. I have to admit, I didn't mind that one.
I like the new cut, like the new one.
Yeah.
The extended 3 hour cut one. I don't mind that. The only thing I don't like is Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor.
Yeah. That was another odd casting choice.
It definitely was.
Well,
why did you get Mark Zuckerberg to be Lex Luthor? Just, what?
I don't like him as an actor altogether. I just think he's like.
I think the only thing I like him in is probably the Zombieland movies.
Yeah,
he's in there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's quite funny in that, but I think in a lot of his stuff, he's just a bit flat and dull.
Yeah.
I was like,
I must admit, when he said, "Oh, I'm Lex Luthor," and I was like, "You kidding me? This guy's Lex Luthor. What they're doing?"
I think there was a lot of buzz about Bryan Cranston being Lex Luthor, and I was like, that is a brilliant idea. Yeah. And then it was just Jesse Eisenberg. I was like, don't fucking see the appeal.
Because we had Spacey, didn't we? In one of them, and he was good. He was good, obviously, till his exile and.
They should have had Bryan Cranston in. He would have been fantastic. That film would have been brilliant.
Yeah, I can imagine as well, with in Breaking Bad with the bald head and stuff as well.
Yeah, I agree. Prawn cocktail. I'm getting terrible pronunciation of this one. Prawn cocktail Blu-rays. Worst movie of the year for you.
Wouldn't take long before you start saying porn.
Ice Age: The Adventures of Buck Wild. What the heck was that?
I've not seen that.
Oh, it's not very good. It definitely feels very cheap and tacky, and just use the Ice Age name just to try and shift subscriptions for Disney.
Worst movie of the year? I don't know yet. Come back to me in 2023. That's it.
I think it's been a pretty solid year for movies, to be fair. About one or two ones. Yeah, like Morbius.
Well, some people might say Jurassic Park, Dominion.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
That's getting a lot of. I don't know, to be honest. I can't. Off the top of my head.
What about the rest of you guys? Have you got any films that you didn't like this year?
Not really, no. I've liked pretty much everything I've seen, to be honest. There's nothing that I've really wanted to turn off.
Mike and Andy?
There's only two that come to mind for me, and they're not bad movies. I just thought they were pretty average. But I'd probably say Death on the Nile and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah, I wasn't that keen on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I thought the ending was the best part, to be fair.
Yeah.
And the bus scene, of course.
Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah, probably like what you guys have said. Out of everything I've seen, I wouldn't want to call any of them the worst, because that's like a big statement to make. But probably Jurassic World was probably down there for me, and maybe Lightyear as well.
Yeah.
I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity, that movie.
Yeah, I've been hearing not so great things about it, which is a shame because those trailers looked great.
Yeah.
The Bubble on Netflix. That was.
Is that the one with Karen Gillan?
Yeah, it was by Judd Apatow, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, I can remember that was coming about. A lot of people saying it was rubbish.
Yeah, it had a bit of decent humour in it, but it just was one of the most pointless films ever made, during lockdown as well.
We've got Evander here saying hey to Keith. And we've also got our Prawn Cocktail Blu-ray saying biggest surprise of the year for you.
Probably Northman for me.
Northman, good pick. Andy?
Probably Everything Everywhere All at Once and Top Gun Maverick.
Great picks.
I've not seen that Everything Everywhere All at Once. I might rent it before I pick it up on 4K. I've heard it's really good. So
yes, it's a good movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I've seen some bits and pieces about it, and it does definitely makes me want to watch it. It looks like a better multiverse movie than Doctor Strange.
Yeah, the one was a better multiverse movie than Doctor Strange.
It just didn't live up to the hype, did it?
Yeah.
No, definitely not.
Missed opportunity.
I hope, like, with the release on physical, I was hoping they were going to add like some scenes at the work,
extended scenes or something. Yeah.
But
I don't think they will do.
Tom Cruise Iron Man and stuff, and
No.
Yeah,
apparently that was a real thing as well. It was discussed, and it never happened. But yeah,
I think it all happened. It's just that Disney never decided to put it in. They changed their minds with what they were doing with the MCU, and they cut like 40 minutes of the film off.
Yeah.
I don't know. What could have been, hey? Mike, what about you?
There's still a lot that I need to see, to be honest. But I'd maybe say that Foo Fighters movie, that was a bit of a surprise. And maybe Scream as well. That was a lot better than I expected it to be.
Yeah. James?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Maverick as well, because like obviously the first one it makes, when you watch the first one now, it puts it in a different perspective. I think like obviously I think I prefer Maverick over the. I know it's a classic and everything, but there's something about Maverick that has got the upper hand. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. I think Top Gun Maverick did for the first Top Gun what Creed 2 did for Rocky 4. It made it a better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You still got to watch Top Gun to watch Top Gun Maverick, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
Some people were asking me. They were like, "Oh, can I just go and see it?" And I was like, "Not really."
Not really.
Yeah.
I
was hoping like Kelly McGuinness might have got like a mention in it as well, but she didn't. I was hoping for something, but it was just like she was brilliant in that first one, and then obviously what's her name who was in this new one?
Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah, that was a bit like random. It was like there was a big gap, like when they were talking and stuff. And I would have liked to see like what happened. With, like, we've seen it now, but I would have liked to see like that gap. What happened?
In between, like?
Yeah, because he obviously says that he wasn't when he went back in Top Gun. He wasn't there.
Yeah. For
very long. There was no reason why and stuff, and it was just like, all right, carry on. But there was a good few years missing from it.
Yeah. Awesome.
So hopefully they tell the story in some behind the scene footage or something.
Well, they'll probably say like Paramount will say coming soon to Paramount Plus. Top Gun, the Maverick years.
Series.
I can see it.
Tom Cruise will probably play him as well.
For me, biggest surprise of the year, I'm going to say Death on the Nile. I remember when the first trailer came out for that, and I was like, oh, this doesn't look good. And I watched it, and I must admit, I had a lot of fun with it. I thought it was just a solid, fun whodunit. But, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, I absolutely loved that film.
That was good.
Yeah,
I forgot about that. That was good.
That come out of nowhere, really. It did look awful, but I had like, it could be not too bad. And then I watched it and I was like, oh, this is fantastic. Yeah. Physical release, please, Disney.
The highlight of that film was the really bad Sonic.
Yeah, Ugly Sonic. Yeah,
Ugly Sonic.
When I was watching Sonic 2 in the cinema the other day, I was like, imagine if they went with that version. Like,
there is a version of the original one fully done, available to watch somewhere of it. They got it already put out, and I think they done it for the second one as well. I think they kept it as like a inside joke, but imagine watching that with that Sonic.
I liked Death on the Nile. It was all right. I liked the Orient Express better.
Yeah,
but I just thought it was the CGI was a bit over the top.
It is very, very heavily CGI, but it's a nice looking film.
Yeah, it is. But the bit like where you could see the desert and the hippos coming out of the water and stuff, I thought it just looked a little bit too too good.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
It kind of reminded me like Disneyland on the Nile.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Bumper says Disney are sorted for the next 50 years, just transferring all their animations to live action. Absolutely. Yep. Can't. Mind you, I'm looking forward to the Lilo and Stitch one, though how they're going to do a live action Stitch is kind of terrifying. And a live action Treasure Planet could be fun.
You're looking forward to Pinocchio?
I think it looks good.
Yeah, it could be. It's got Tom Hanks in it, so it could be okay.
That's their selling point, isn't it? It's like, let's whack Tom in there. He'll sell it. Yeah.
We got Surf saying Dudley.
Hello.
and Evander saying Dudley.
Hello.
And woo, Dudley. It's definitely great to have you back. It's been a long while, hasn't it?
Yeah. Pete, it's been a very, very long time because I usually work Wednesdays. But for this week, they've swapped me around, so I've got Tuesday and Wednesdays my days off. So went to Pizza Hut earlier for tea, and then just got back.
Oh, delicious! I
ordered too much though. I ordered 2 big, massive pizzas, and you know when your eyes are bigger than your belly, and you think I'm going to smash all this pizza, and
you get the cheesy bites.
Oh, around the edge, like yeah, definitely, mate, definitely.
Yeah, better than Domino's Pizza.
Definitely.
I'm feeling hungry now, and I've already had dinner. We have Mike from Did You See That saying, all right, lads, hope you're all doing well. Andy, bookcase near the door, second shelf down, third movie in, on the right, give us a mini review. Oh, this is back again.
Okay, second, well, I've got 2 near the door, so which one?
I'm going to gather the big one, I'd imagine.
Okay, second shelf down, third movie in.
You got like write instructions before he goes to the bookshelf. I remember Mike doing this last week. This was quite entertaining. I can't remember what was the film he picked out, but it did really sound good.
See, the movie I've got there, it's a movie everyone's seen. So it's a popular one. I went for the second one instead. Okay. But has anyone seen a movie called Go?
Oh no, but I've heard of it. No. Not seen it.
Early 90s, isn't it? Is it an early?
Yeah.
90s? Yeah.
It's a movie I really like. It's got like it's like these 2 guys go to this strip club, and they're told, it's a gentleman's club. You've got to behave. And they don't behave like gentlemen, and things get very, very out of hand. And that's pretty much the movie. It's kind of like an anthology movie, but that's like one of the stories that happens in it. But it's a fun movie. Don't get it on DVD though, because the DVDs are all they've got like a bug on them. So I stuck to the Blu-ray. But it's a fun 90s movie. I quite like it.
You sold me at strip club.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really fun. I like it when Mike asks you to do that. It's quite cool.
Yeah, it gets a bit difficult when it's like it's a movie that everyone's sort of seen, like a popular one. So I'll try and go for one that's a bit obscure.
Yeah. So you always bring out some really obscure movie, and you know how to sell it perfectly.
Thanks.
Yeah. We've got Marvel fan here saying Hocus Pocus 2 soon, but the 4th Honey, I Shrunk the Kids movie with Josh Gad sounds quite bad, but with Rick Moranis returning, I only watch it to support Rick Moranis and not Josh Gad. What, they're doing another one, is there?
I've never seen the 3rd one, to be honest. I've only seen the 1st and the 2nd.
Yeah, Mila Kunis is in the 3rd one.
Does he mean Rick Moranis returning? Is it Rick Moranis returning for that, is he? Or?
I think so, yeah.
He got offered to return for Ghostbusters and he turned that down. So I don't see.
Yeah.
I don't see why
he
he
is.
returned for Honey, I Shrunk the Kid.
It's been confirmed he is definitely doing it.
Well, I hope he's in this new Ghostbusters one. Then that's coming out next year because that's back in New York, isn't it?
I'd much rather have him in Ghostbusters than another Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Josh Gad, he's a weird actor, and he's just like he pops up everywhere, but yet you don't.
Yeah. Marvel fans said he's like the James Corden, where he's constantly in every bloody thing.
I don't like
actually a perfect.
He's on like chat shows, isn't he? And he's in his office, and he's got his office just like posted with movies he's in.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, get over yourself. It's like, oh.
Yeah. He was supposed to be in that that Beauty and the Beast spin-off, wasn't he? But with Luke.
Luke? Gaston, the TV show?
Luke Evans, is it? Luke Evans?
Yeah. It's been scrapped now. It's not happening.
He also says, has anybody seen the film Used Cars with Kurt Russell?
No.
Yeah.
I've heard of that one.
I love that film. It's an early Robert Zemeckis movie. I think it's like one of the movies he made before Back to the Future. It's sort of about two rival car sales companies, and they sort of they're sort of right opposite each other on this road, and they're always one's like an old school like he's got like a very like sort of by the book numbers way of selling cars, and the other one's like Kurt Russell, and he's like new, and he's like sort of controversial the way he sells them. I think there's a bit where they like hire like a load of strippers.
Strippers again.
But yeah, popping up everywhere.
Bullshit now.
Yeah, but it's
told that one as well.
Yeah, it is. There's like a funny film where they've hired all these strippers to like sell these cars, and there's like a stripper, and she's just like wiggling her ass, and he's like selling the car, and he's getting him to sign the contract like on her ass. Like, it's a fun movie. But yeah, I enjoy it for what it is. It's a good time.
I have to look out for
that. You've definitely sold it.
Yeah.
You can get it on Eureka. I think Eureka released it on Blu-ray.
Eureka? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't it like a lemon with used cars on the front cover?
Yeah. I haven't seen it in ages. I need to give it a rewatch. It's just, it's a funny movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
You like it, Mike?
Yeah, I didn't mind it. It's like Andy. It's been a while since I've seen it, so I need to give it a rewatch. But I remember it was pretty good.
Oh. We'll keep an eye out for that one. Mike says, what's your favourite Michael J. Fox film besides Back to the Future trilogy and Teen Wolf?
Frighteners.
Good pick.
Probably it's a movie I used to love as a kid, and I say that I shouldn't have been watching this movie as a kid, but probably Casualties of War.
Yes.
Oh.
So it's a rough watch now.
Yeah.
That's my pick as well. Casualties of War.
Yeah. And James?
We're going to say Stuart Little.
I'm going to say Stuart Little as well, because I was brought up on that.
Yeah.
To me, he was always Stuart Little before he was Marty McFly.
Have you ever seen him in Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Yeah, he was in that one. They made like use of his condition and stuff, like when he, when he shapes.
Yeah.
Larry David, it was just comedy gold. It's brilliant. It was when he went to New York, I think it was season.
Didn't he do his own TV show, like the Michael J. Fox show, and it only ran for like one season?
Yeah, he did a few things. He did, I forgot what you call it now, with the guy out of Rocky Horror who played Brad.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
It was like, was it political or like a newspaper or something? It was a series, and that's when he just got his Parkinson's, I think. But yeah.
I think he was in like a sitcom as well. I'm sure he was in like a sitcom or something when he was filming Back to the Future, I believe. There's some kind of like
Yeah, he was doing that in between,
was it? Was it Family Ties?
Yeah,
I think you're right. Yeah.
He was in a couple of episodes of Scrubs as well for like a bit.
Yeah, I can remember that.
Yeah, but there's other movies that I love as well, like Secret of My Success and Doc Hollywood, and The Hard Way is a great one, and Mars Attacks.
Yeah, he's in that. Yeah, he's been in some good films.
Family Ties, The Michael J. Fox Show.
Yeah.
We've got Hal Rowe here
Spin
saying,
City, that's what I was about. Spin City.
Spin City, yeah. It was another one.
Right. We've also got DVD from Public saying, also recently got Prince of Darkness on Blu-ray and Jackass TV and movie collection. I'll get Jackass Forever soon. Awesome.
I like Prince of Darkness.
Nice.
Yeah, Prince of Darkness.
Just listen to those warnings on Jackass, mate. Don't try those at home.
Jackass Forever was a surprise too. To be honest, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard the opening is very good.
Yeah, if you like your kaiju movies.
Oh, I've just thought of another surprise one for me. Belfast.
Yeah.
That was definitely a surprise. That was really got me. That did really got me, that film.
That's a very good film. I really enjoyed that one. Another one that wasn't too bad was Jim Broadbent and Helen Mirren and The Duke. I thought that was pretty solid.
Yeah, I've still got to see Duke
on digital. We've rented that to watch.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, and Jim Broadbent's a lot of fun with it.
I want to see that one with Mark Rylance, the Phantom of the Open.
Phantom of the Open, yeah, that came out around about the same time. That looks good.
I want to see that one.
Yeah, I think that comes out physically next month. It does. It's not long coming out. Sally Hawkins is in it as well, I think.
Yeah.
Right. DVD from Phone Bloke says my watch pile is Prince of Darkness and a few more of those VHS tapes: Dances with Wolves, Enemy at the Gate, Beverly Hills Cop 2, 55 Days of Perkin. And that box set with Minority Report and Abyss. Awesome selection there, mate.
Yeah.
I love Dances with Wolves. I think that's a brilliant film.
I was just listening to the soundtrack to that the other day. It was on. I leave Classic FM on for my dogs during the night because one of them gets nervous, and I woke up to that one playing like John Dunbar's theme. And it was brilliant. I was trying to rack my brains at first because I was like, "What's this off?" And then I had to search it again. I was like, "It's off Dances with Wolves," and I was just sat listening to it. Brilliant.
It's very calming music, really good. DVD from Film Bloke says he's got a few more sitcom titles than those Billy Connolly tapes. Oh, that'll be fun. He also says some of those are untested, but the ones I have work fine. Oh, that's good.
Are these VHS tapes?
Yeah. He's got a lot. He's cleaned out like his granddad's garage or something.
Oh, okay.
He's had to chuck a few away because a few of them had mold, but he saved a lot of them. He's done a video on his channel. It's really interesting. We have Edward Coppock here saying, what's your favourite Jordan Peele movie?
Us.
I haven't seen any. I don't know whether you'd class the new Candyman as his film because he had worked with it, but I haven't seen Us or Get Out yet.
Yeah,
I like Get Out, but I thought Us was a bit more just boggled the mind.
Oh.
Whereas Get Out was, you sort of knew what was coming.
Yeah.
But he did another one, didn't he? He's done Get Out. Didn't he have something to do with, or was that James Wan? The one where the kids go to the grandparents' house. Was that Jordan Peele? And the
I know what film you're on about.
The grandparents go all weird.
That's right.
Isn't that The Visit?
Is that The Visit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he do that? Or was that?
That's M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the Jordan Peele movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Nope. But
Nope looks very interesting. It does.
It's coming out 3 weeks after the US, isn't it? I think here. Just read. Yeah, I think it's someone. I read a comment saying it's something to do with they're going to put the Halloween Ends trailer on the back of it when it finishes in the US. But that to me makes things more like silly because of spoilers and stuff. So, but yeah, so it's coming out 3 weeks after the US.
We're getting it 3 weeks after the US.
Yeah. Apparently,
that is not a good thing because it's going to be spoiled.
Just because of Halloween Ends trailer, apparently. But I don't know how true.
Well, they were originally going to put that on at the end of the Black Phone. They were, but obviously they must have changed it.
Yeah. But yeah.
But
it looks good. It looks good. The trailer of Nope.
Yeah, it's certainly keeping you guessing, and that's one of the best things about it. It doesn't reveal everything.
It has showed a lot of like what it's about, but I think there's going to be another big twist because that's what Jordan Peele does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It's not always about what's happening in the trailers; it's what comes after. But yeah.
What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I mean, I liked both Us and Get Out, but I probably have to give it to Get Out just a bit more. I really loved that scene where he's asking his girlfriend for the keys, and she's just like, I can't find them, and he's like, the keys, give me the keys. I mean, it's just like it was super tense. Yeah, really good.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, I'm the same. I like both. I probably like Us a little bit more. Yeah, but both movies are great.
Right. And James?
I haven't seen any of them, to be honest, Pete.
No,
I
haven't. I've still got Us to see, and I still haven't got it out yet, but it's always on TV, so I'll definitely give it a watch before Nope.
Cool.
We've got Sean here from Media Collector Madness saying, "Evening, guys. Hope you're all well and good." Hey, Sean. David says, "Everybody should subscribe to your channel. You all have amazing channels. Keep up your good work." Thanks ever so much, David. To get more subscribers. We've got Ricky here from Old as Fuck Reviewers saying, "Yo, guys." Hey, Ricky. Thanks
for Ricky.
joining.
I'm just going to nip to the loo. I won't be a second.
That's okay. We've got Gareth here saying, "Hey, guys," and Ricky. Hey, Gareth.
Hey, Gareth.
So saying hey to Ricky and hey to Gareth. Hey, Soph. No, we don't want that.
No, we don't want that one.
No.
Not tonight, anyway.
No, not tonight.
No, not on this stream.
Nope.
Ricky says so, and that insignificant thing above you. Ricky says, "Why aren't you live tonight, Garrett? How's your TV packed up?" Soph says, "We need to take Gareth down once and for all." Haha. Ricky says, "No need. He never comes close to winning." Gareth says, "At least I'm above you, Ricky." Marvel fan saying, "Hey, Soph." Ricky's right. Winslow says, "Watch Terrence Malick's Days of Heaven. Story-wise, it didn't do too much for me, as with much of Malick's work I've seen, but visually, it's one of the most beautiful films I've seen." It's cool. Anybody seen that film?
Yeah. No.
What do you think of it, Andy?
Yeah, he's pretty much summed it up pretty well. Like story-wise, it's a bit weak, but visually, it looks great. It's probably one of the best looking Richard Gere movies.
Oh, isn't it? Oh,
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You seen it, Mike?
Yeah. I'd agree. Yeah, it's visually very stunning. I think Terrence Malick, he's one of those directors where his movies, they always look great, but they can be a bit hit and miss story-wise. Like, I think my favorite from him is The Thin Red Line. It's a really brilliant film. But he's done stuff like Badlands and Tree of Life. Or
the Tree of Life is like, whoa.
Yeah. Visually stunning, but yeah, not much in terms of story.
I love Badlands though. I do think that's a great one.
Yeah.
Like, Tree of Life's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Have you seen it, Paul?
No.
Right. Moving on, we've got David here saying you should do a Blu-ray collection, Jim Jam movies and TV.
I'd be here all day, David, if I did one of them. I'd be a very, very, very long video.
You've certainly got a big collection there, James. A very big collection.
I've got stuff behind me. I've got stacks of stuff that side. I've got stuff in the loft, and
it looks like you've got more stock than HMV, your local one at least.
I have. I could open my own shop. I really could, and it's just when I go on these hunts and stuff, and I find stuff. Sometimes I go on impulse. So when I pick up these deals like £5 for £1 or whatever, and I find all these bargains. When I get back, sometimes I think, did I really need to pick it up? Did I really need to get it? But I'm gonna have a sort out soon and see what I've got.
But for £1, it isn't too bad, is it? I mean, £5 for £1 is a very good deal.
It's like hang on, I'll show you something. You've probably seen this in the video. I probably mentioned this before. So this Elvis set.
Yeah.
So this is still £20 everywhere, as the HMV, Amazon.
I know, £20. It's shocking.
That was in a charity shop for £2.50. 2 weeks after it got released. It got released 2 weeks. And I was looking at a charity shop, and this was still brand new, factory sealed, just sat there. And they had 3 copies. And they had 3 copies of it on the side for just like £2.50.
Wow.
I was like, yoink.
Wow, I'm well jealous of that. That is a fantastic price.
But it's
some great
just
films on there as well.
There's 7 films, 7. And it's like sometimes when you're looking around these charity shops and that, you think, why do people get rid of this stuff? Some of the stuff's still new and sealed, and you're thinking, in your head, well, why have they got rid of it? Like, you know, it's always worth having a little look. I know a lot of the time you don't have much luck in that, but you never know. One day you might go in and you might find a gem, something out of print, or
I've not found no 4Ks yet.
What's that? Sorry, mate.
I've not found no 4Ks yet.
Oh, I've not found 4Ks. I've found some decent Blu-rays. But
I know the Heart Foundation sometimes has them in, but they have they go off a catalogue of a pricing list now, like vinyl and stuff. So if they get something in that's worth some money, they'll slap like 10, 15 quid on it. So it's like.
See, I always find British Heart Foundation's the most expensive out of all the charity shops.
They certainly are.
I think, to be honest, that's one of the most greediest charity shops. Not being rude or anything, but I find the way they price stuff in that charity shop.
I noticed in Paulie's videos, his British Heart Foundation is ludicrous. It's just as expensive as H&B.
Yeah.
One of my local Heart Foundation shops had a it was an old Sega Master System game or something like that. I think it was for 50 quid.
Ridiculous. A lot of people who go into charity shops don't have that sort of money to spend.
Just the cartridge, just the cartridge for 50 quid. It wasn't even a good game either. It was just they just thought, oh, look at that. That's retro. Let's stick 50 quid on it.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. The charity shop, they're clocking on now. It's like vinyl. I go in and I collect vinyl. And I used to be able to go and get some bargains, but now it's just all James Last and orchestras and just soundtracks from westerns, not even good westerns.
Do you know what I find good as well? I won't ramble on too much, but say you find a DVD in a charity shop for 20p, and it's a film you've really wanted to see, but it's on Arrow, and you're not sure about it, and you can't watch it anywhere else. If you're paying 20p for a DVD and you watch it and you obviously enjoy it, then you're not like losing out if you want to upgrade to get like an Arrow release or a boutique label.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense, that's a good way, I suppose.
It's a good try before you buy technique.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. We've got Surf saying Marvel fan hello. We've got Steve here from Movie Chat saying good evening all. Good evening, Steve. Right. Dr. Impossible says last night I watched a terrific thriller with Willem Dafoe and Sam Neill called The Hunter. A mercenary has been tasked by a pharmaceutical company to hunt and kill the last known Tasmanian tiger. Wow. Anybody seen that one?
No.
I think I have a long time ago. It's an old one. It's not a new one. Newish.
Right. Next up, we've got Scotty Movies here saying, "Hey guys, hope you're well. What's your thoughts on this Marvel? I've got up to date at weekend watching the first 3 episodes and really like it." Hey Scott, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard mixed things about it. Have you guys been watching Miss Marvel?
It doesn't look my cup of tea. No.
It kind of, from the trailers, kind of just gives me like Biker Grove for the MCU. It does vibe. Dr. Impossible says, and Defoe characters get caught up in a thrill ride with some great acting to boot. Check The Hunter out, love it. Awesome.
Will do.
We've got Prawn Cocktail. I'm going to have to really pronounce that better. I bet when it comes up to actually having subtitles up, it'll just me saying porn. Anyway, he says, what's your favourite Arnie film? Terminator, Predator's brilliant. But if we're not going to say them, I'll probably say Commando, just mainly because of the lines. There's so many funny lines in that film.
Yep.
This is a bit where he says, "You promise you let me go?" Yeah. Well, I didn't lie. I thought that was hilarious. What about you, James?
I do like the comedies, to be fair. So I like Jingle All the Way, Twins. I do like them kind of films. I think they're a lot of fun. Right. Fun.
Yeah, I agree. Mike?
I mean, to be honest, I could say anything from up until True Lies. I think most of the movies he were in were great. There's just most of the stuff from the 80s are just great. Total Recall, Predator, Commando, the Terminator movies, True Lies. Just I can't pick just one.
There's so many great ones, isn't there?
Yeah.
Andy?
Yeah, my favourite's the Terminator, the first one.
Yeah, he's fantastic in that. It's like a role he was born to play. He was so relentless in that film.
Yeah. We could do a stream on this question alone because it would. It's just
definitely.
He's not the most gifted actor, but when the role for him's good, he really does deliver. But he's so entertaining and just so fun to watch.
Yeah, he is. I agree.
Yeah, it's just like Mike was saying, the 80s and early 90s stuff is like peak Schwarzenegger for me. He loses me like after The Sixth Day and End of Days and that Terminator 3 and then when he became governor and all that. That was that just he sort of lost me at that point, even though I did still like him. But like Predator, True Lies, Total Recall, Terminator films, they're the top tier ones for me.
Yeah, I agree. Paul, what about you?
I like him in the Terminator. I think that's one of his most iconic roles. I don't mind him in Total Recall. It's the same with Mike. There's quite a few. There's like Last Action Hero. I like him in that. I think he's good in that. And there's another film he did just a few years ago. I thought he was quite good in it. Is it called Maggie?
Maggie, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty underrated.
Like a Last of Us sort of sort of film.
Yeah, I'd say
he was quite good in that because it was totally out of his like.
It's a more serious role for him, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he played it quite well, like his role in it. It's not for everybody, but it was totally different to like what you've seen.
It's something different from the norm, and he did quite well with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have I can't like just say one, you know.
No. I'd like to see Arnie do Shakespeare. I think that would be brilliant.
Well, you're doing that.
Yeah, that one scene, yeah.
Does Hamlet, doesn't he?
Yeah.
To be or not to be? Not to be.
David says, Jim Jam movies and TV, have you bought any good things from charity shop recently?
Well, I don't know if everyone's on the Big P page. I did post earlier that I found the VHS of Jurassic Park.
I see that.
I know it
wasn't it?
10p, yeah. I know it doesn't seem like much, but to me, I loved the film and it was like the same copy I had as a kid, and it's just nostalgia, I suppose. Just nostalgia, and it's nice to have something you had when you was younger.
That's a really good price.
It was just sat there on the shelf. I was like, how much are your videos? And he went 10 pence each. I was like, yoink, I'll take that. Thank you very much. What else have I picked up recently? Trying to think now. I did go out Monday. Did I pick up Monday? Oh, I picked up. They had Mile 22 in One Below. Mile 22.
Mark Wahlberg film?
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to check mine out, see if I've got that in.
They didn't have much else though, to be honest. That was pretty much the one. They had a lot of Mamma Mia, the usual stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think what else I picked up recently.
But continuing on, we've got Lisa and Michelle here saying, evening, gents.
Hello.
Evening. We've got DVD and Film Bloke here saying Arnie as Rocky, although I think Steven Seagal would be a good choice. Oh, man.
Like early Steven Seagal or Steven Seagal now?
Steven Seagal as Mr. Freeze, now that would be interesting. We've got Brett here from Walk On Always Believe. Evening, Brett. He says, interesting fact, Stallone only chose to act in Stop or My Mum Will Shoot because Arnie says he wants to do it, but he really didn't. Arnie thought it was crap, so he tricked Stallone into doing it. Yeah, that was quite a clever trick from him. Stallone and Arnie had a big rivalry for years. As Stallone said, he did Rambo, so Arnie did Commando because it rhymes. He also says, I enjoyed Stop or My Mum Will Shoot.
It is an enjoyable film. It's a bit cheesy, but it's like it's one of them ones that you can sit down on a Sunday and just switch off your brain and just watch it.
Now that's what I'd like to see. Stallone doing Kindergarten Cop for his rendition of Putting Your Toys on the Carpet.
That's my favourite Schwarzenegger quote of all time.
Lisa Michelle says, would you like to see a reboot of Stallone's Daylight?
No.
I really like that film, Daylight. I think it gets a lot of hate, but I quite enjoy it. It was one of them that, you know, like those types of movies you see like on a Friday night on ITV, something like that. It was one of them from the.
It would make a good series, but
yeah. I mean, they could bring it back. It'd be interesting to see what they do, but I do like the original.
I always think I'd love a series like Poseidon Adventure. I think that would be a brilliant series. Like they could really make that work.
Yeah. Right, we've got Dr. Impossible says, do you guys have a favourite comic strip film? If I was pushed, I'd say Supergrass, Comedy Gold.
I couldn't choose one for the life of me.
Comic strip film.
Comic strippers in Rick Mail, is it, or no? What am I thinking?
I honestly don't know. When he said Supergrass, I was thinking of the band
I was
All
thinking-
Right.
Oh, because in the 80s they brought out like that series of short films, comic strip. I don't know if he means that. Like with Rick
The
Mail in and all that.
Supergrass with Aid Edmondson, Jennifer Saunders, Dawn French, Robbie Coltrane.
Yeah, he's thinking that.
Okay.
Oh.
If I'm going to pick one, I'm going to say the one with Nigel Planer in when they go to Benidorm on like a lads' weekend. That was quite. I can't think what it's called now. It's a good one though.
That sounds amazing.
No,
It
it was. It was like proper class, man. It was good. It's worth. It's very expensive. That box set is though with the comic strips in now.
Wow.
I if it's out of print or something, but it's good.
Yeah. I don't know what actual films they are, to be fair. I probably have seen a few
So
of them.
They did one as a bit of a spin-off to Famous Five.
Yeah, that was on Sky.
That's right, mate. Yeah, that's the one. And they've done a remake of it like so many years later, and they brought that back out.
Ah. That's interesting. I'm just actually checking on here, and I'm just like, what am I getting up? Right, we've got Radley here saying, "How movie funsters? How are you doing?" Hey, Radley, thanks for joining. I don't know who the guests are. I'll check out the links. Challenge: name a more boring, stupid, pointless superhero than Captain America.
I was going to say the Eternals. Yeah.
Oh. Haven't got a clue. Let's search up some.
Turbo Man.
I don't know. They said one of them here is called Fruit Boy. He's got the power of fruit on his side. So,
Fruit.
I've got a clue.
Fruit Boy.
Fruit Boy.
Fruit Boy.
I honestly don't know. No. But the two channels here tonight, we've got Paul from the 4K Chef. His channel is in the description. And we've got James from Jim Jam Movies and TV, and he isn't in the description, but I will put him in after the stream.
Thank you.
Dr. Impossible says, "All right, Radley." Radley says, "Hey, Doctor, how's it going?" Dr. Impossible says, "Fine as usual. Got my Southern Comfort right next to me." Nice. Brett says, "I went to H&B in Maryhill again this week. I really don't like it. It's expensive. It's like 20% film media, 30% film, 50% sweets, pop, notebooks and stuff. I miss the old one." You were talking about this earlier, weren't you, James?
It's horrible because you walk in and literally everything's sectioned off. So you got like a little superhero section of films, a very small section. Then you've got like just Blu-rays, but it's just like one side of Blu-rays, and that's pretty much it. So if you're after like anything in specific, like you've got no chance. You really ain't. You've got no chance of finding it in there. And they've got the collector's edition like side with the arrows and that, but that's really small as well. That's not like a massive section at all. So you got that, then you got BFIs, Criterions and stuff. But yeah, it's not very good at all.
Oh, that's a shame.
It is because. Yeah, I was just going to say it is because like obviously it takes the fun out of going out getting a film. It's all right ordering stuff off Amazon and that, but it's not the same, is it? It's nice having a browse at stuff and that sort of took away. But I suppose that's the way things are going, isn't it? But you know,
it is a shame. It is because you go in H&V and you normally find loads of stuff. I know. The H&V in Boston is a very small store. It's unbelievably small, but it has a good selection of everything. When you go in, you've got a wall full of all this like toys and sweets and pops and all these drinks. Then you've got loads of vinyls, and then you've got a big like square full of CDs. Then you've got like your chart stuff right at the door, and the rest of it is all just films. They've got like two like smallish shelves full of 4Ks, but they're packed to the brim. And the shelves are all the way up to the really high. So for a small store, they do fit a lot of stuff in. But I don't really like the new way they're going because they're calling them the H&V shop, ain't they, or something?
That's right.
Yeah.
I think it used to be called that, didn't it? Like when they first come about making stores, I think.
Yeah.
Like they went back to like the retro.
Rapid says splendid. Cheers. Porn Cocktail Blu-ray says Ansel. I'm gonna have a Bug's Life.
Bug's Life.
Yeah.
Bug's Life, definitely.
Bug's Life. On Bug's Life, who remembers the short that was shown with Bug's Life?
Jerry's Game.
Jerry's
That's
Game.
correct. Well done. Yeah, that's right.
I used to like that one. That's the one.
Yeah,
the chess game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh.
I used to like the game that they brought out for Bug's Life.
That was really pretty fun.
Yeah. But I think ants, they just look weird.
Ants looked terrifying as a kid.
Yeah.
It was like a horror film for me.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever seen Monster House?
Yes, good film.
Yeah.
It's a good film, but the whole animation's just like it's a bit weird.
You know that Monsters House. Did it have like a Goonies feel to it to you? Like a little bit like the Goonies in a way. Like the way, just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, the animation in that was just scary alone.
It's a good film. That came out in about 2006, didn't it?
That's right.
We've got Dr. Impossible saying, I'm not entering the swamp with the National Guard and Walter Hill in tow. In H&V, that licorice pizza, like the collector's edition is the same process as standard. That's strange.
That's right.
Yeah, it is odd, but to be fair, it is good to see that they released a standard edition, because I know you normally have to pay quite a lot more for the special edition, should I say?
Yeah.
But yeah. No, turn off. Jeez.
Not tonight.
No, not tonight. We're a family stream, though it does end up talk about adult films for some reason. But anyway, back to the topic at hand. We've got Ash here from Popcorn and Horror saying, question for you all. What would you say is the most well-known horror movie you've never seen? Ooh.
I'd probably have to say it's more of a franchise than one single movie, but I've only ever seen one Hammer film.
Oh,
and that was the first Dracula. I've never ever seen any other Hammer movies.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
You're in for a treat with them. There's some great ones there.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably surprise you as well. I've watched like a bit of it, but not its entirety, and that is Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Yeah. I don't know. I just can't bring myself to watch it. I think it just looked weird. The same with a lot of like Cronenberg stuff as well. I'm like, yeah, especially that new one that he's brought out. I've seen the trailer. I'm just looking at it.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, it is pretty weird.
His films are certainly out there, but I did enjoy Videodrome. That was good.
Yeah. If it ever gets a 4K like Hellraiser, I might watch it, but I just can't bring myself. It just looks too weird for me. Like,
yeah. What about you, Mike?
Probably Nosferatu. Just never ever got around to watching it.
Yeah, that's a good film. I've seen it once or twice. It's good. It's definitely creepy. It still holds up well because it's like over 100 years old, isn't it?
Didn't it get a re-release?
Yeah, pretty certain they did do.
On wasn't Criterion, was it?
Why do I think a Studio Canal or something like that?
Is it? Yeah, I'm sure it got re-released for its anniversary or something.
Yeah. What was I going to say? What about you, James?
I'm going to go with Carrie. I've never seen the original Carrie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't either. To be fair, I've only seen the remake.
Yeah, I've not seen the original Carrie or the remake. In that, no. Yeah, I do want to check it out one day.
Yeah, but I'll skip the remake. It's terrible. But yeah. As for me, well, there's a lot of horror films I haven't seen. But I'm going to say the Friday the 13th franchise as a whole. I only recently watched the first one and really enjoyed it. I thought it was good. But I've heard it gets better and even more strange as it goes along. I mean, I'm interested because he goes to space, so that's interesting. So I'll have to give the rest of the franchise a watch. But yeah, it's cool. We have media. Sean saying, "Have any of you seen Ambulance yet?"
Just today.
No, not seen it.
I haven't seen it yet, but I definitely want to. Jake Gyllenhaal, the dude from Candyman, because I cannot pronounce his name, and hasn't it got the girl from Baby Driver in it? Eliza Gonzalez or something. Her name is. Yeah, awesome.
Check out my latest video.
We have Prawn Cocktail Blu-ray saying, "Who is Andy?"
Well, that'd be me.
Andy's there. Andy's the one with loads of Blu-rays in the background.
Here's Andy.
Yeah, he's called Forgotten World Movies, and his link's in the description. And DVD Republic says Forgotten World of Movies. Absolutely. Yeah. And Dr. Impossible's put, Andy's the dude from The Big Lebowski.
I'll take that. It's
that is brilliant. Bradley says, another question. Anyone familiar with the Puppet Master series? Haven't seen any of them, but I'm pretty intrigued.
No.
I haven't seen any of them. Heard of it, but never seen any of them.
No, I've seen Keith's unboxing of that really nice fancy set. But no, there's quite a few of them. I'm surprised how many films there are, like about 10 of them.
I just know that the image is quite freaky looking.
Yeah.
But no, I've not seen them.
Yeah. I'm not good with Chucky, so I wouldn't say I'd be very good with Puppet Masters, so I might steer clear. Are you seeing any, Mike?
No.
Edward says, what's your thoughts on Jungle with Daniel Radcliffe? Which one's that?
Is that the one where I think it's like a true story where he gets lost? The guy who got lost in, I want to say South America.
Yeah, in the Amazon jungle. Yeah.
Not Swiss Army Man.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds quite interesting. Yeah, I have to give that one a go. I think that might actually be on Amazon Prime.
I think it is, yeah. You did, yeah, they've got that, and they've got, is it Escape
from Pretoria?
Yeah. They've got that on there. We've also got Guns Akimbo as well.
I need to see that one. That does look fun. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff post Harry Potter. I think it's because it's the stigma of him just being Harry Potter.
Yeah, I liked.
Isn't he playing? What's it? Al. What's
Weird
his name?
Al.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I thought he was.
I've seen the trailer for that. That is interesting.
Yeah. I liked him in. Is it Imperium?
Yeah.
The one where he's like a skinhead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was all right in that. That was a good one.
He seems to be doing quite a bit to distance himself from like the family roles now, don't he?
Yeah.
Right, we have Jamie here, Jamie Powell. Good evening, fellas. How are we doing?
Jamie.
Hey, Jamie. What is the best, worst film? For me, it's Howard the Duck. Let's see. I'm going to say The Mummy 2017. I enjoyed that. I know it's awful, but I really kind of enjoyed it. I just put it on, didn't expect nothing, and had a good time with it. It was like Mission Impossible meets The Mummy. It was fun. Or the Super Mario Brothers movie. That's another one.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first, James?
Oh, I'm still thinking.
Mike?
Yeah, I mean, my pick's Super Mario Brothers. I mean, I don't even think it's a bad movie, but the general consensus is it's a bad movie, so I'll just say that.
Andy?
There's three for me that come to mind. Mac and Me. Which
I was about to say that.
Yeah. Mac and Me is just brilliant in all the wrong ways. Samurai Cop is just so funny. With its inconsistencies, yeah, it is genius. And the big one is The Room. Which everyone knows that, how, you know, that's probably the most famous one, and yeah, I love it because it is just so hilarious. Yeah, they're the three that I'd say the ones for me, best worst film.
Oh, that Mac and Me though, oh my days, that doll of that alien is terrifying. It's like the ET doll got sucked up by a vacuum cleaner, and that's what come out.
The thing is with Mac and Me and E.T. Do you know the scene in E.T. when he's putting the Reese's Pieces out? In Mac and Me, they use Skittles. They use Skittles in Mac and Me. Yeah.
Really? I know it's all to do about McDonald's, isn't it?
It is the most famous.
The whole scene. When he's dressed up with that little teddy bear.
Yeah.
And he's dancing on the bar as the teddy bear.
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. It's like if you go to, like, when they show the scene at McDonald's, like there is a full on dance choreography.
Yeah, there is
going down. Like it is full on. Like you'll never ever see that at McDonald's ever. Like it's just.
And Ronald makes an appearance as well, doesn't he? Ronald.
I was going to say, does he make an appearance?
Yeah, he's in there.
It's it's like the actor. I think his name's Squire Friedel or something like that. Like he played like the Ronald McDonald for like the 80s, and like you watch the trailer for it because it's just him saying like, "Oh, this is my big movie," and it's genius.
It's so intrigued and terrified of watching this film.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Isn't there a bit where he pushes a wheelchair off a cliff or something?
Oh God, that's one of the big scenes. Yeah.
It's where like it like loses control and then the kid fall. Oh, it's like there's like a bit where there's like a chase scene going on, and there's this kid in the wheelchair like trying to keep. But they use like a stunt double, and he's got like dead muscly arms, and he's just like. It's just like, what the hell? Yeah. It's genius. It's just pure genius, that movie.
Oh wow! I actually didn't think about Mac and Me. I noticed in one of the HMVs I went into, they got like posters of all different films, and one of them's Mac and Me.
Yeah.
They should re-release it on Blu-ray and give you a free McDonald's voucher for a Big Mac.
Yeah, it's an experience, that movie.
Definitely.
Certainly sounds it. I'm going to brace myself. I'm not going to watch it after dark because it'll probably give me nightmares.
The music's so fun in it as well. You know, the music to it. It's just
God.
Like cheesy 80s music going on.
Yeah.
But, you've got to check it out, Pete. Mac and Me.
Oh yeah.
Mac and Me. Yeah. Days. I'm just thinking about it now. What am I going to get myself into?
Oh my God.
What about you, Paul? Is there any films what are your best worst films?
Off the top of my head, I can't really think, but the one that I watched rather recently is probably what you said, Pete. The one, I really liked it. I thought I wish they didn't have scrapped it after that. I think they're sort of like rebooting it again, aren't they? But they're just not calling it like the Monsterverse because they're doing like Renfield. I think that's part of it.
Really?
I really like Dracula Untold as well. I think that's brilliant.
I enjoyed that. I thought that was a bit underrated.
That was really good. And I thought when you see at the end with Charles Dance, he was he was going to play like a character like Russell Crowe out The Mummy. He was going to play like a return and to help them. But
Yeah.
canned and stuff. But yeah, I really like that, and I really like Dracula Untold as well. I'd say that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you say Mac and me, James?
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I'm actually now typing it in. Oh,
I think
jeez.
it's got a Spanish release, hasn't it, on Blu-ray? I think there's a Spanish release of it.
It had a budget of 13 million. Was that all went on the McDonald's dance number?
If you watch rental reviews video of it, they do a great review of it. It's superb. They can't stop laughing the whole time they're talking about it, and then they realise they didn't even get to the point where they needed to talk about Ronald McDonald, and they just lose it when they realise.
Why is it called Mac the alien?
I think it's an acronym for something. Mysterious alien creature.
Well, why does Mac look like Dobby on crack cocaine?
The whole family of them.
I just see that.
Yeah.
It looks like Dobby on drugs.
Do you ever know of a series that used to be on kids' TV? Good. I would say early 90s, maybe it was called Earth Warp.
Yeah.
Look that up.
I remember it. The little alien was called Ollie.
Ollie the space alien. Look that up on YouTube and tell me that's not scary.
What's it called? Earth Warp.
Earth Warp.
Earth Warp.
Yeah.
There was a theme tune to it as well, weren't there? Cyber.
We can save the world.
That's
it. Yeah. But that alien used to freak me out when we used to watch that. Yeah. Ollie the space alien. Earth Warp. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrifying. It's making hairs stand up on me now.
Yeah. Earth Warp.
I can remember there was like a top 50s kids TV shows, and one of them was like Pod. It's like a monkey, and it stares at a screen, and it knocks on there and goes. Absolutely terrified me. I was half asleep and I fell off the sofa.
Earth Warp. Ollie.
Earth Warp. Yeah.
Is it Ollie? Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is it like got like a belly and everything? Like.
Yeah, that's Spanish. I think it's Spanish.
What's it called? Me and Mac.
Me amigo Mac.
Amigo Mac.
Me amigo Mac.
Is it an actual Spanish version so you can sit and watch it in Spanish?
It's got the English dub on it as well. You can watch the Spanish version if you want.
I better be inexperienced to watch it in the Spanish language.
on that review, I watched the because it's like a family. They call the dad, and because of like the McDonald's connection, they called him Big Mac Daddy. I was like, that's like the best name ever.
Oh, Andy, how about the bit when he gets the Coke, when his arm stretches out?
Oh, yeah. Oh, isn't there a bit like where there's a car crash as well, and like his whole body gets stretched?
It's near the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, it's so funny.
Pete's gonna watch this now.
Oh my days, he's like Dobby if he became Mr. Fantastic if he stretches that long.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to get myself into. I tell you. I'm going to watch it. They're going to McDonald's and say, "Have you ever seen this classic from the past?"
Jennifer Aniston's meant to be like one of the dancers as well at McDonald's.
Is she?
Yeah.
Apparently she's like in it for like one frame. But it's genius, Pete. You've got to check it out. Yeah.
Okay. Mac and me, movie night. Bring it on.
Get a McDonald's as well. Get a McDonald's on the way as well.
Oh, obviously, it'd be an insult if I sat and watched it whilst eating a Burger King.
Could always view like that movie, The Founder, with Michael Keaton, as like a prequel to Mac and Me.
Is Paul Rudd in that?
Sure.
I'm not sure. Yeah. I just remember.
There's some connection with him and that film. I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. That's years since I've seen it.
Oh.
Yeah.
We've got David here saying, "Hey Jamie Powell, enjoying your videos all the time. Keep up the amazing work." Didn't Jamie put a lot of little bits of Macamee in his videos? I can remember some of them a while ago.
I think he might have done. It was Jamie who sent me this as subscriber mail a long time ago.
Oh, really?
A very long time ago,
cool.
yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Because I remember I was going to go in HMV and I think it's out of print. They had it on DVD. And he was like, he just surprised me and it's just come through my door. So
wow.
I love it. I love Macamee.
Yeah.
I feel like watching it tonight. I feel like it could be a Macamee kind of night, you know.
Yeah. A Macamee kind of night.
A Macamee kind of night, man. It's going to happen.
I can imagine me just putting it on above. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is like McDonald's versions of E.T.
Yeah.
What's that? Fuck you put on, Pete. I can just imagine them.
I'd say it's definitely more rewatchable than E.T.
It sounded more appealing than E.T., I must admit.
There's more funny moments in it, especially when he does them funny little noises as well. He does funny little noises.
Like a little, you think, yeah.
My taste.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Okay, I will definitely have to watch Macabee. So, yeah, I'm going to try and set myself a challenge and actually watch this over the weekend. So, if you guys remember in the comments, ask me next week.
Jennifer Aniston is classed as a bystander, apparently. But then there's other. She's not. Then there's other people who are classed as dancer in McDonald's. She's just classed as a bystander.
That was a really good thing to put on her resume. Bystander Macamee.
Because like the dancing in the movie doesn't all take place in McDonald's. It like carries on up the street.
It just carries on.
It just carries on. It just carries on going for like ever. I'm like,
what? They have a conga in McDonald's and then just go up the street.
It's not.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Whatever were the executives thinking when they released that film?
It's just a giant McDonald's plug.
Yeah.
The whole thing about it is the whole film
everything.
actually.
Did they do toys for it at McDonald's when it released?
That's a good question, man. I ain't got a clue. I bet they might have done, being a promotion.
Well, if it's a McDonald's thing, surely they must have done toys for it.
Yeah.
When's its next anniversary coming up? They should like re-release it, and then McDonald's make like a plush thing.
I think the next
IT come out, didn't it? IT.
Next year will be the 35th anniversary.
Yeah. I wonder where the dollar's now.
Yeah, but what about his mum and dad as well? What about his mum and dad as well? All his family.
Oh, what's he got? He's got a family. I know. I remember you just said he had a family.
Yeah.
His family's in the film as well.
Yeah.
Do they work at McDonald's and?
His dad drives the car at the end, doesn't he?
Yeah. They set it up for a sequel. It's like the biggest, most blatant sequel bait you'll ever see, and they set it up for a sequel.
It was all like ready to go. It's all good to go for a sequel. And then...
it was like there's a big courtroom scene at the end of the movie, and like all the parents like dressed up.
I see the picture of them all dressed up in like suits. Is that like a? Oh my God!
Courtroom scene at the end.
What? Why are they at court?
Got to watch it, Pete, and then you got to do a review on it.
Yeah, definitely, Pete. We want to read a review.
Yeah.
I think it'll be me cutting all the time, just laughing my head off.
Yeah, it's just, you can't watch that movie and not laugh. It's just
no.
It might be a Macamee night for you as well tonight, Pete.
We've got Luke saying, "Hey guys, how's it going, lads? Anyone here seen Elvis yet? I want to see it on Saturday, and when I got back home, I realised I only gotten ill with the bloody cold.
Oh no!
Sorry about that. Excuse me. I realised I've gotten ill with the bloody cold, getting a bit better now. Sorry to hear that, mate. I hope you feel better soon.
Yeah.
Nothing worse than a cold in the summer. The viewer Drew says, which movie do you like more, Infinity War or Endgame? For me, Endgame. Infinity War was great, but Endgame hit on an emotional level, and the final battle was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I would say Endgame as well.
Endgame?
I think the best movie is probably would be for me Infinity War, just because I think the pacing of that movie's fucking great.
Yeah.
Just the way it's like, it does feel like you're sort of channel hopping between like each little group, and then but Endgame, the first 2 acts are a bit slow for me. They're still great, but they're a bit slow. But that third act is just perfection.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Mike?
Oh, sorry.
Infinity War for me. I'm the same as Andy. I find Endgame a bit slow in places. The first 2 acts kind of drag for me, but the last act's great. But I do really like Infinity War, to be fair. It's probably my favorite Marvel movie. I just think it's a much more exciting movie. I don't know. I think when I watched it, it reminded me of like Empire Strikes Back. Like all of the characters are all kind of split.
That's exactly how I feel about it.
Yeah,
that's a brilliant way of putting it.
Yeah, because like all the characters are like all split apart, and the movie's a bit darker, and it's just got that ending, which is just such a great ending.
Yeah. There's just stakes to that movie. Like everything's all the stakes are so high.
I agree. Yeah. What about you, James?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm going to say Infinity War. I just felt it had more like fast paced. I really enjoyed it more than Endgame. I did enjoy Endgame. Don't get me wrong, but Infinity War, I think I enjoyed the most.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to say Infinity War. I like Endgame. I think Endgame's a great film, but I do think it kind of is a little bit slow in like the first 2 parts. But like the final hour of it is superb. Like some of the best in the MCU. But for me, Infinity War, all those characters perfectly paced. It is such an enjoyable film. It's a darker film, and it's that and Winter Soldier are probably my favorite Marvel films. I just think they're both fantastic. All right, we have Winslow here saying, I haven't seen Chip and Dale yet, but the guy who voiced Ugly Sonic is Tim Robinson. He was a very funny show on Netflix. Highly recommend. That's cool. It was definitely probably the best part about that film, but it was still an entertaining film without a minute. It's called I Think You Should Leave. I'll have to have a look. DVD from Bloke says, pizza. Let's hope the pizza isn't alive. I'm on the fence of singing the Pizza Man song. Are you going to put the Pizza Man lyrics again for me to do? He's probably going to do that now. We've got David here saying, hey, Slayer Reviews, keep up the amazing work on YouTube. Absolutely, Amanda's done some great new videos. We've got Jamie saying hello to David. DVD Film Bloke says, which film didn't you pick out, Andy, because everyone's seen it?
Aaron Brockovich.
Yeah.
Like, that's a massively famous movie that pretty much everyone's seen.
Yeah, so, I like that film.
Yeah, everyone sort of know that movie.
The Viewer Drew says, which character do you think Harrison Ford is better as, Han Solo or Indiana Jones? That is a good question. I must admit.
I'll go with Indy.
Yeah, I'm going to say Indy just because I feel like it feels like Harrison Ford, his heart's more in that role than Han Solo.
Yeah. I like early Solo than later Solo. But I think, when I see Harrison Ford, I just see him as Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was just suited for that role. Like, I'm interested to see the new one. I think he's going to be really good in it. I think,
yeah.
Even though he's getting on, but
I'm looking forward to seeing how that one pans out. Hopefully, it'll live up to the hype.
Yeah, definitely Indiana Jones for me.
Yeah. Andy?
Yeah, I'd probably have to say Indy as well, because I think Mike hit the nail on the head that probably his heart was in Indy more. Because I recently watched that In Search of Tomorrow documentary, and I didn't know this, but they said that Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill, the contract that they had for the Star Wars movies was for all 3 movies. Yeah, Harrison Ford, he had individual contracts per movie, so they didn't know if he was going to come back or not.
Yeah.
So that's why they sort of froze him in carbonite. Yeah. So they said, right, if he wants to come back, we'll just defrost him. If he doesn't, we can just keep him in it, which is how they sort of got around that. But yeah, no, Indiana Jones, I think, is just it's like they're both iconic, but yeah, I just think the Indiana Jones showcase Harrison Ford more because the Star Wars movies are a bit more of an ensemble.
Yeah.
James?
Yeah, I'm the same as all you guys. Indiana Jones, definitely. Just the great iconic part, and like you say, makes it his own role and stuff. So yeah, definitely Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Whilst he does shine as Han Solo and his character is iconic in Star Wars, definitely the first, like the original trilogy, he's great as, but like obviously in the later trilogy, like in Rise of Skywalker, Force Awakens, yeah, he's not so good. But I'd say Indiana Jones as well. Yeah.
I think he's just a more interesting character as well, Indiana Jones. I think Han Solo is like, I don't know, there's not really much to him, but Indy's got like this great backstory and yeah, it's just lots more to
you're
him.
Definitely right there. Definitely more of a character that can be explored.
Yeah, the whole opening sequence with River Phoenix for Last Crusade was just entirely so much better than the Solo movie.
Yeah.
They just did that character justice.
I agree.
In like such a short amount of time with a backstory.
Luke says, don't think I've ever seen much of that go, but I think I might. Definitely that Timothy Oliphant is in it, right, Andy, mate?
I think so. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Dot Impossible says, name a good James Colburn film.
But I have to say, well, what I really enjoy is The Nutty Professor.
I was going to say that. He's good in that. I think it's Hard Times with Charles Bronson.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
He's quite good in that.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't think I can name one, to be honest.
the Great Escape.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
He's in Monsters Inc.
Yeah, he's the villain in Monsters Inc. Yeah.
Trying to think what else he's in.
Magnificent Seven as well.
Yeah, the classic that is Murder, She Wrote. Oh, dear.
There's one with I think there's one with Christopher Lloyd and Jeff Daniels called My Favorite Martian.
Oh, I love that film.
Yeah.
I used to love that as a kid.
I think he's in that as well. Yeah.
Oh, he's in Maverick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's such a great movie, Maverick.
Yeah, he's in Nutty Professor, yeah. Maverick. Sister Act 2. Oh, wow. He's been in quite a few things then, but I'll probably say Monsters Inc.
Great Escape, probably for me, because he gets away, doesn't he? He's one of the only ones who gets away.
Yeah.
That is very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, James?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not too sure.
We've got Peter here. He's here, and he says, yeah. Hey, Peter. And he says, Coro. We've got Marvel fan here saying, do you think Licorice Pizza will be re-released by Arrow in the future?
I doubt it.
I can't see it myself.
Maybe Criterion, maybe, I don't know. But I don't think it will be.
Yeah, Criterion seems more likely.
We've got Gary North here. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Peter says, Steve Jones, Sex Pistols, is in Californication. Always like that guy. Yeah, that's cool. Retro Girl says, who remembers those Roy Chubby Brown tapes?
Yeah, my dad's got some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember one of his tours was sex, drugs, and sausage rolls or something.
Yeah.
He does like a movie as well. UFO.
UFO,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think there's one called like King Thong or something like that.
Yeah.
King
he bought
Thong.
different names. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Dr. Impossible here saying John Barry's finest score, and he won the 1990s Oscar for Best Score, all from the score maestro who composed the score to Howard the Duck.
Oh, sorry. I'm back.
DVD from Film Black says, oh god, thankfully those were none in that garage. If they were the fucking charity shop, they will go. Not a fan.
He's an acquired taste, Chubby Brown.
Yeah. I saw a really interesting documentary called Roy Chubby Brown, Britain's Rudest Comedian. Yeah. Didn't he do a couple of songs as well, like a Christmas song or something?
Alice, weren't it? Alice.
Yeah.
I went to see him live a couple of years ago.
I liked him as the mayor in League of Gentlemen.
Yeah. Royston Vasey.
That's his real name, and it was.
That's his real name,
yeah.
Yeah, it's even saying here, DVD Publisher says that and his real name is the name of the town and the mayor of Royston Vasey.
There's only one joke I pretty much like of his, and that was, he says him and the wife were walking in the park or something, and his wife turned around to him and said, oh, I didn't know we had kangaroos in this country. And he said, I look, and it was a greyhound taking a shit or something. The way it squats. That's really just still, yeah. I've never laughed so hard in my life, because some of the stuff is a bit OTT. But he does come out with some like good ones, like
There was one I always remember when I went to see him, and it just had me in stitches. Where he just said, "Oh, me son asked me, how did you tell us how you met Mum?" And he was like, "Oh," he said, "I'll tell you the story." He said, "Oh, I was in the pub, and I just saw her over the bar. She just looked absolutely gorgeous, and I was just like, Cupid was there, and he fired his arrow, and he missed her and hit your ugly bastard mother."
Oh dear. Oh. Dr. Impossible says best looking Richard Gere movies. I always thought American Gigolo was his best looking movie.
How about Officer and a Gentleman?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Hachi's pretty good. That's a tearjerker of a movie. That.
Oh, is that the one with the dog?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hachi's good. I know which one that is. I've just checked it now.
Primal Fear is a great movie as well.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's probably my favourite movie of his.
Yeah. Was he in the Mothman prophecy? Was he in that? Yeah. Best looking. Don't know.
Best looking.
I would go with Pretty Woman probably.
I would have thought Pretty Woman as well.
Yeah, Pretty Woman.
There's one he done, Runaway Bride. I didn't mind that one.
Yeah. I didn't think it was the best.
No, it isn't great. It's fine. Officer and Gentleman. Oh, he's in The Jackal as well, the remake of that. Right. We've got porn star, what? Porn cocktail Blu-rays. Jeez. How long have you done YouTube? I've done it since, 2015. I did video games, and then last year I've done the movies. So you could say 5, 6 years, or a couple of years. What about you, James?
Just over a year, I think. I think I started last May, the beginning of May, I think, last year. And yeah,
it's amazing how that year's gone so quickly, hasn't it?
It flew by, really has.
Yeah. Mike, how long have you started your channel?
November, December, was it? Something like last year. So just a little bit under a year.
Brilliant. Andy?
Yeah, just over a year, probably something like 14, 15 months now. Something like that.
And Paul, what about you?
Going on 2 months. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. 2 months, and I've done 20 videos.
Very good.
Bad, yeah.
Good selection.
Yeah.
Dr. Impossible says, and shitty Friend box sets in charity shops. Sorry, Andy, I know you like Friends.
I used to watch that so much when I was younger, but I've not watched it in ages. It's like I know it inside out. That's why I've not gone back to it, because
the channel 5 and channel 4 things just killed it for me. Like, it was just
it's on channel 5 every day, isn't it?
I used to like Frasier, and then you turn that on it now, and you just like channel 4's Frasier. It's Frasier, and it just you just know everything, every word.
Yeah,
it just like sort of like just kills it, you know.
Yeah.
I know they were trying to get Fraser back a few years ago, weren't they?
Yeah. I think David High Pace? He's got something wrong with him, I think.
Yeah.
So they've I think they've knocked it on the head. I seen a fan-made trailer the other day on YouTube. It was daft. It was like just bits of Frasier and scenes from movies that they've all been in. Because I really like. Have you ever seen The Horse? Is it The Horse with David High Pace?
No, I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, that is brilliant. That he plays like this, just this psycho, this burglar tries to break into his house or something, and he just becomes the host. And he I don't want to give too much away, but it's a really fun film. It's like he plays like one of the best psychos ever, and he like gets this burglar in, and he decides to like host a party for him, but it's just it's mental. It's definitely worth a watch. It used to be on Amazon Prime, but it is in the US, but they took it off on the UK. But it's definitely worth a watch. Yeah.
Cool. So, you know, I said about Friends charity shops in box sets. I see a lot of Friends when I'm out and about, but I also see another show a lot of. Can anyone guess what it could be?
In-Betweeners?
No. It's an American show.
American show.
Family Guy.
Theory?
The Office?
Nope.
Simpsons?
Nope.
Cheers?
Nope. We're going to be here all night, aren't we? ER. I see a lot of ER everywhere I go. Just see seasons of ER.
Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever seen an ER one in a charity shop.
Have you not? Oh, God, you should come round here. They're everywhere. Literally.
Next question from Edward is an interesting one. Which is your favourite Twilight film and why?
Oh.
Mine's probably the first one, because that's the only one I could sit through. The only one I've seen in full, so.
Yeah, I would say the same. Yeah.
My favourite one is the last one because it finally fucking ended.
Yeah, they're a slog watching them.
Yeah. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, if I have to pick one, and the first one, I think I've seen the second one, but I remember it was pretty bad. But it's not saying much. So yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
I'll go the third one. I'll go Eclipse because I like the song off it by Muse.
Yeah, that's true. And Paul?
Probably the first one. Yeah. I can remember the hype. There was that much hype, and everybody was just going like crazy. Like, it's just. But yeah, I think I went to the cinema to see the first one and the second one. And Eclipse, I think I just watched when it come out to rent. But yeah, it was just. I think if you watch them now, I think you'd just like cringe at them.
Yeah, definitely.
To be honest, I didn't have no choice. I had to go. To be honest, I was told I've got to go, so I didn't have no choice.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same as me.
Yeah,
I want to go and see that one.
Literally, yeah. And Sex and the City movies, both of them. It's all coming out tonight.
I go see all your stuff, so why don't you come and see all mine?
That's true.
Just picture James now. It's a Sex and the City night tonight.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Dr. Impossible says, Mike, what's the best foreign language film you've seen since starting being a movie nerd?
There's so many. I can't really say one. I am really partial to like Korean cinema and Japanese as well. But yeah, I can't say like just one film, but it would probably be something from one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, we have Dr. Impossible again saying, I will say, Andy, Richard Gere was solid in Breathless, the American remake of the French film by Godard.
I've never seen I've seen the original, but I've never seen the remake because I've heard it wasn't as good. I mean, I probably should give it a go, but yeah, I've never seen the remake. Big de Suif, I think the original's called. But yeah, I've never seen the remake with Richard Gere.
Right. Next up, we have Mike Jacobs saying, "Why do you look moody, Jim Jam?" Also,
that's how I always look, mate. So I always look. Don't worry about it.
And I picked up Misery on Blu-ray. On Blu-ray for 50p. Bargain, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, good price. Gary says, my favourite Richard Gere movie is International Affair. He plays a real scumbag in that movie.
Yeah, he's a bastard in that movie.
That's one I need to give a rewatch because I remember really liking that film.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Mike says, what's the next film you're watching at the cinema?
Probably Thor.
Yeah, I'll probably say Thor, Love and Thunder, or Elvis if I can get to see it.
I'm going to say Elvis as well.
Elvis for you, James?
And Minions.
Or Minions 2, The Rise of Gru, isn't it?
That's all right.
The trailer for that looks so funny.
What about you, Mike?
I think I might possibly be going to see The Black Phone tomorrow night. And I have not seen a single trailer for it or anything. I know nothing about it, and I'm really excited to see a movie at the cinema where I know nothing about it. Hopefully it'll be great.
Oh, hope you enjoy it. You have to tell us what you think of it.
Yeah, will do.
What about you, Paul?
It was the Minions, but I've just got a refund back on my tickets because if it's going down, obviously, to see Guns N' Roses, I'm not coming back till the Saturday, but I did have them booked for the Sunday, but my wife's going to her mum's and taking the two boys for just a little break while I'm away. So they're not back until the Sunday, so I think she's going to take them down there. So it was the Minions, but that's changed. I don't know what else is going out, to be honest. What's the next big releases?
I think it's Thor, isn't it? Thor and probably Nope.
Probably no. I think I might give Thor a miss. Just the fact that personally, I just think they're just milking that character at the minute. I liked him in Avengers, but it's just becoming just a comedy now with him.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get that, yeah.
I see the trailer, it looks alright, but it just looks like Ragnarok was good.
Ragnarok was a lot of fun. It was definitely a polar opposite to the other two Thor films.
It just this new one just looks just more slapstick than anything else. Like just looks like a comedy, not like an action movie, like a superhero movie.
Yeah, I can get that. Dr. Impossible says, yeah, Fistful of Travelers checks. Great comedy series on Channel 4, and the comic strip film Strike was a diamond movie.
Oh, is that the one where he was on about what we was talking about a comic strip earlier?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fistful of Travelers checks.
I've heard of them, but never seen
them. Andy, I think you'd like that one where they go on that Club 18 to 30 holiday, man. It's quite funny.
Okay.
Nigel Planer's in it as well, yeah.
Do you reckon they'd be on all four?
I'm not sure because it's been out quite a long time ago. So I'm probably not sure.
It might be on all four because they do have things from yesteryear, don't they?
We can have a look what the episode was called.
They might be on Gold.
There might be, yeah.
Would they even be on YouTube?
Yeah, they'll probably be on YouTube. Yeah. But I'm sure some of them, like the newer comic strip ones that they did, are on Gold. I'm not sure about the old ones.
Right. Next up, we've got. What's this?
Right? Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. We've got Cora here saying prawn cocktail Blu-rays. You all right? Cora says I'm going to ban Andy. He's fucked it up for everyone. What?
What have I done?
I don't know what you've done. I haven't got a clue. Dr. Impossible says when you logically think about it, HMV is now a dormant physical media outlet in the UK, and they have no real solid competition anymore bar CEX. But HMV can now just bump up the price. That's very true. But then you have got Amazon who can do it a bit cheaper.
I've noticed CEX when I've been in the price matching HMV and Amazon on certain things for used disc, and it's the same price to buy new.
I know the new Matrix one was quite expensive on 4K. It was like 28 quid when it came out in CEX.
There was something in last week in my local one for 25 or 26. I can't remember what it was.
That's ridiculous because it's like tip 25 quid now, isn't it, on 4K?
Yeah.
Shocking. Cora says, has anyone mentioned the you-know-what word? I have many a times trying to pronounce the cocktail guy. Marvel fan says, what is happening with HMV and their Pure Points thingy because they delayed it for the past 2 years. I really do hope they announce it for this year. I miss having a HMV card to get points on. Yeah. I remember they were doing it in 2020, then they delayed it to 2021, and then we ain't heard nothing at all now. It's a shame.
Yeah, I asked my local one, I asked how they're bringing it back, and they said that they've got something in the pipeline, but they did mention about the delays. They said that something is happening, but they don't know when. So that was only last week when I asked them.
Hopefully it'll be soon, because there's a lot of points I could have got, well, all of us could have got, if they had a rewards card. I do miss it because I've still got the card. I remember when I got it, you could earn points to get like money off, couldn't you?
Pink one, wasn't it? Pink card.
I think mine was like a white one with HMV.
Is it?
Mine was white, I think.
Yeah, mine was white. Yeah. And you used to get points on it. I think I got a free game because I ended up getting so many points on it.
They don't even have an app.
Fucking hell, this is fucking battered.
Like they don't even have a.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
They don't even have an app. Like you've just got to like go onto like their website to log in and stuff. They used to have an app. They don't even have that anymore.
Yeah.
So
No.
they need to get back up like on the feet and just do what they do best.
Been that long since I've taken it out. It's fucking fused with my wallet.
Andy, I've just looked at that episode of its comic strip. It's called Fun Seekers.
All right, okay.
And it's on YouTube. The episode is. It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I'll give it a watch.
Okay.
That's cool. We've got Richard Burnett here saying, hey all, anyone like Doom Patrol? And also Kate Bush in the Bride comic strip episode. There's a lot.
There's a lot of comic strip episodes, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Peter says, Richard Burnett, Kate Bush is in what? I know you're a big fan, Peter. And Cora says, stand. Okay, moving on. Peter says, yes, I'm here. It's really me. They're finally back together. No, that's what I meant. I meant porn. Oh no!
Oh god! I saw that comment. What the?
Oh no!
Not on a Sunday.
No! Oh dear! It was all going so well.
Not on a Sunday or at Easter. Big no.
Dr. Impossible says, mind you, HMV back in the 80s and 90s was flipping pricey, so was our price, but Virgin Megastore were the first to do offers on VHS tapes, then DVDs. Yeah, I can remember the Virgin Megastore. What's F for? Somebody's just...
I think it's a you-know-what, Pete.
Yeah, it is.
Probably,
yeah.
Dobby on drugs. Absolutely.
We're back to Mac and me.
Absolutely. He saw what was going to happen to his character in the Deathly Hallows, so he just done that and then Mac and me. Cora says this stream needs more cowbells because it's weird. The past few comments have certainly borderline a little bit weird. Oh my days. Dr. Impossible says the worst film I ever saw was a little-known Warner Brothers film called Disorderlies with the Fat Boys. Holy fucking shit! I don't even saw that at the cinema. What is that?
Who's the Fat Boys?
I'm so confused. Whatever is this? Images. It's a 1987 film. Yeah, I have no idea what this is about. It looks like American baseball or something. Jeez. I have no idea. But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. DVD Film Block says, heard of it. The trailer appeared on a lot of Warner rentals. It looked crap. It doesn't look good. Question mark. Days. Dr. Impossible says, yeah, 1987, Carl went with some friends who loved the Fat Boys. Are they singers?
Vampires.
DVD Film Block says, I own ET on VHS and DVD, but I don't own Mac and Me. Kind of tells you something. I think I haven't got ET in my collection, but I kind of prefer to have Mac and Me because it sounds like more of an adventure.
Yeah. I still can't get over that.
Yeah, it's that assault.
Yeah, that scene in ET where he's in the lake and he's like the river, like all white and all that. That's
Did you ever see the Did you ever see the deleted scene of E.T.? I think it was put in the 2002 one when he's in the bath and he's like nearly drowning.
Yeah.
There's a deleted scene with Harrison Ford as well, isn't there? As the
Yes,
principal.
there is. That's right.
Cora says, I watched the movie when this stream started, came back, and only 3 comments have been answered thus far. Wow. Comments have gone absolutely weird. It's going to be... Wait a minute. I'm so confused now. Right. I'm having a lot of these that have got to be put on the timeout. Days. Right. Dr. Impossible says, you got it. Nearly all Warner rentals promoted it. Warner even had a competition in the rental shop to win a wheelchair. You couldn't make it up. Okay. Of all the things to win. Marvel fan says, who remembers those creepy alien Argos aliens from the Argos out years ago? I remember the Argos releasing the Ultron. They were like blue aliens, weren't they?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Looked like something out of like Dr. Zeus or something.
Yeah. They were like, there was mum and dad and 2 kids, and they went in Argos, as you do.
I can remember them jumping on a trampoline.
I can remember them ice skating as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't think Argos has a specific advert now with like any sort of promotional stuff. They mostly just sponsor Coronation Street. Dr. Impossible, well, DVD from Fumbler says Dr. Impossible, yeah, the old Paul Gambaccini ones. There were only like 5 films you could actually heard of, and about 50 of them are crap, usually from Canon. He also continues to say, also, fucking hell, Warner, I thought the License to Kill tie was bad. Peter says, is the Honeymoon Killers on Arrow worth picking up?
Not seeing that one.
I wasn't a big fan of it.
Is that the one with like a pink front cover?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it, Mike?
No.
Gary says, I've not watched Endgame or any Marvel film since Infinity War. I like the ending when the good guys lose. Yeah, that's one of the cool things about Infinity War. It's the only one where the good guys lose. Cora says to Peter, for about $7.99 it is, yeah. DVD from Film Bloke says, I'm still hoping all that Paul Gambaccino promos online. DVD from Film Bloke actually hasn't seen Aaron Brockovich. I'm one of the few.
Okay.
It's a good film. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a solid movie.
Right, here we go. Also, this was ages ago, but I'm your pizza man, and I'm delivering your favourite pizza pie. I'm your pizza man, and I'm everybody's favourite takeout guy.
Ooh,
Somebody's given me a message, so I cannot read the comment. You never have to worry about your pizza being cold because I'm heating it up on my engine manifold. So next time you're hungry and for a pizza in a pan, don't forget to eat your favourite pizza man. And I even continued it when I had a message. Oh. Right. Dr. Impossible says, Canon did a film with Robert Ginty called The 3 Kinds of Hearts, such a masterclass in low-level action acting, though I did like The Exterminator, another Canon top trash title. Isn't Exterminator on Arrow?
Yeah.
Oh. Edward says, apparently Barbara Broccoli says next Bond film is 2 years away from shooting. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, they should just give it a little rest for a bit and take the time picking the next one.
Yeah.
They don't need to rush.
Yeah. I think we're just all more intrigued who's going to be the next Bond than anything else.
I would like them for just to get some random person.
Yeah. I think that's the best thing to do.
Give somebody a chance. Because there's so many rumours going about, but yeah, I think they should just do that. Just bring somebody new into the fold.
Yeah. I agree. Get some random,
Whether
because
it's,
if you have someone like Henry Cavill, you'll just see Superman, won't you?
Well, there's talk for a spin-off, isn't there, with her out of the last Bond? Was it Anna de Armas?
Anna de Armas.
Yeah, she's going to do a spin-off John Wick, and they're talking about doing a spin-off. I think they're on about doing a series for her character.
Probably will do, as Amazon own them now. But she was quite a cool character in No Time to Die. It's a shame she wasn't in it a lot.
Yeah, short and sweet, wasn't it? But it was an enjoyable few scenes.
Yep, definitely. But yeah, what are your guys' thoughts of the Bond being another few years away from shooting?
Yeah, like you say, a little break in between and that, and then get back to it a couple of years. Then it'll be like give people something to look forward to, and like build up the hype a little bit, ready for it.
Yeah. Andy?
Yeah, give it a break. I mean, I don't really know how they can do another Bond film after this one, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it needs a break. Like you were saying as well, cast an unknown in it.
Yeah.
You know, because then
it's one of them things where it's gonna be another Bond film, isn't it? It's gonna be the same stuff, the same sort of plot. What else can they do? You know, but maybe
hopefully they'll spice it up a bit.
Yeah, go down the route like what Disney are doing with Star Wars, maybe a series or something. I don't know. Change it up a bit. Yeah, they don't need to keep making films, but there's fans out there that want them. But you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah. What about you, Mike?
Yeah, just give it a little break, I guess. I do think that once they do get started again, they do need to try and release them a bit quicker, though, because like the last few movies, it's taken them like 5-6 years to release each one.
They need to release them like quite regularly to get a decent amount of films out for the same Bond.
Yeah, but I just think it's just the way it is these days. It's just kind of the new norm. It takes them like 4 or 5 years to do each one.
Absolutely,
it's just the way. Yeah,
but I kind of hope with like No Time to Die, how that was like delayed for 2 years. I kind of hope they had like 2 years worth of plans there ready to go, not just been sitting there waiting for this to come out first.
Yeah. I reckon they probably. I don't reckon they have. I don't even think they've thought about what they're going to do next.
Right then, lads, I'm going to have to love and leave you all now because I've got to go and chill and sort myself out and that.
Absolutely.
But Pete, it's been an absolute pleasure coming back on the stream, mate. I've really enjoyed myself. Thank you so much.
It's been an absolute pleasure to get you back on the stream, James.
Cheers, mate.
So thanks.
We'll do it again soon. Yeah, we'll do it again soon, mate. All right.
You take care,
guys. See you later.
See you, James.
Later.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye, mate. Bye.
Right. DVD and Film Bloke says, I know Sylvester McCoy and Mary Tammer in it. Luke says, had to go, guys. Have a great rest of the stream, guys. Thanks, Luke. You take care, and I hope you feel better soon, mate. DVD and Film Bloke says, Murder, She Wrote is always good for a laugh, especially considering everyone laughs at the end of each episode. Always remember the opening where she's on the typewriter and the old classical music starts playing.
Yeah, I always remembered that in Columbo, like ITV.
Or Diagnosis Murder as well on an afternoon. I always like Diagnosis Murder, to be fair. Richard Burnett says, any film you would, would word for word you could learn in a different language quite easily.
No idea.
I could do The Artist.
I was just going to say, it's a silent movie.
That's about that's the only one I could think of. DVD even Filmbook says, I just can't take Angela Lansbury seriously. Have you seen her? She's in Nanny McPhee, isn't she?
Yeah.
Right. Dr. Impossible says Lansbury was good as dear mother in I cannot pronounce that. Candidate from
Manchurian Candidate.
Manchurian. Oh yeah, Manchurian Candidate. Thanks, Andy. From the '60s, stunning performance. Awesome. Bumpers movie says UFO is hilarious. Triggers in it from Only Fools and Horses. Chubby gets abducted by aliens and they give him a pill for his dinner, and he's like, "What the fuck do you give for headaches? Pie and chips." Oh. DVD from Filmworks says, I enjoyed it. Her in the 1979 version of The Lady Vanishes. Good. Bumps Movie said, have you seen Beavis and Butthead do the universe yet? I thought it was funny as. No, I haven't seen it yet. It's on Paramount Plus, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not seen this new one.
Do any of you guys have Paramount Plus?
No.
No. I've heard that if you're on Sky, if you've got Sky, you get Paramount Plus included for free. And I've also heard that if you've got Xbox Game Pass, you get it for free. So I don't know. They seem to be giving it out free with different things. Because Disney Plus did the same when that launched, like with mobile phone contracts, didn't they?
Yeah. I've heard mixed things about it, saying that there's not. Obviously, it's still early days, but like, has it been out in America a long time, or is it
It's been out for a few months, I think, in America.
Yeah, because I've heard like there's not a lot of content. There's no like 4K stuff. There's no way to like skip.
I think the biggest thing is that Universal hasn't. Is it Universal? No, Paramount haven't got a big catalogue of stuff to showcase.
Yeah.
It's just like, again, just jumping on the subscription bandwagon. Yeah. It's a thing that all these companies are going to do, and it's all going to hit a lull soon, and they'll all probably fail, to be fair.
I know the 48-hour movies are on there. They're quite good.
Have you seen the trailer for the Paramount Plus? The advert for it with Uma Thurman. It's one of the most shameless things I've ever seen in my life. Isn't
Jack Whitehall in it as well?
Yeah. It's really shameless.
He drives the car, the buggy with the coffee.
Yeah. And he's like driving through all these Paramount property. It's like Space Jam.
Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah,
throwing everything at you, and it's just like, oh, it's awful. Yeah.
Marvel fan says Beavis and Butthead do Universe. I find it funny as well. That's cool. I haven't heard from Beavis and Butthead in blooming years.
They do King of the Hill one next.
I bet you.
I've heard that they're going to do something because obviously we've had South Park movie, Bob's Burgers, which I've not seen yet. I'm like a big Bob Burgers fan.
I think that's coming to Disney Plus this coming month. That is in July.
Is it? Oh, I look forward to that then. But yeah,
I've watched a few episodes of that. That's quite funny. That is.
That's what I watch in bed to help me go to sleep. There's Bob's Burgers like that, and I like The Great North, which is from the makers. But yeah, Bob is like me. Like I relate to him. I think that's why I like it. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah.
DVD from Film Bloke. That's rank film with Elliot Gould. Christ, haven't even seen Lady Vanishes for 20 years. Bumpers movie says Top Man. Marvel fan movies. I wish the new first one was straight after I watched Do America, but we're getting 2 series as well. Guess they got to get stuff on Paramount to get people watching.
Yeah.
DVD from Film Bloke says, it was the old Cinema Club tape, which I needed like 5 billion cleans before I could trust it with a VCR. Cleaned it out later. Awesome. Viewer Drew says, which Zack Snyder movie do you like more, 300 or Watchmen?
300.
It's probably Watchmen for me.
Yeah. Watchmen
for me.
I like the Watchmen, but I don't like the Ultimate Cut. I don't like the.
Isn't there like animated scenes in that one?
Yeah, I don't like that. I've got it in a. I've tried to watch it twice now, and it just puts me off. But yeah, just I like 300. It's one of them ones that was like iconic when it first come out. Like, you know, this is Sparta and stuff. But
yeah, they're both great movies from Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder.
You're getting hungry.
Yeah, I'd say Watchmen for me. I think 300 is a fantastic film, but I do like Watchmen. But I haven't seen this like ultimate cut. I didn't really know what it was. I thought it was like extra footage, but if it's like animated, I might not watch that one.
Yeah, it's just got a lot of goes into like a comic book style.
Oh no!
I think Gerard Butler does one of the voices as well in the comic and the animated bits.
Yeah. We've got Bumpers Movie says, yeah, I'm looking forward to the new series too. Awesome. DVD Film Bloke says, Dr. Impossible. It was watchable, but you could tell the damage to the tape that was done in the mold even after manual cleaning. So I know every glob is gone. Bumpers says, happy watch Chuck Still yet, Andy?
Yeah, it was hilarious. I had such a good time with it.
Oh, that's good.
That movie. Yeah.
Isn't that like the claymation film?
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll have to check that out.
It was really good fun.
Dr. Impossible says, Cinema Club, straight in the bin. Rank home video, original preset, clean as though your life depended on it. DVD from Filmblix says, yeah, for some reason the Cinema Club tape is expensive if I see it at all. Marvel fan says, movies that scene in Do America where Beavis took the mushroom thing where then ends up tripping over white zombies, rat things, suicide tanks, and cannibal girls make them look like a music video. Okay. Dr. Impossible says, retail shouldn't be worth anything. Preset is the one, but whatever. Bumpers says, Marvel fan, awesome mate, I love it. I'm from the MTV generation. It's the early 90s. There was nothing else quite like it. Absolutely agree. DVD Roblox says, people are mad. Richard Burnett says, respect to the Wednesday night collectors. Thanks for joining, mate. DVD from Filmbloke says, Dr. Impossible, also, I know you can't kill the invisible spores, but mold spores exist everywhere anyway, so technically every VHS tape and equipment is contaminated. Oh dear. Marvel fan says, Bumpers movies. I assume a lot of people at Glastonbury is like that. Their brains are tripping on so much drugs. Probably. DVD Filmbloke says, it only becomes a problem if you allow it to grow onto mold. Okay. Edward Copper says, what's your thoughts on the Flash movie? The one with Ezra Miller, isn't it? Yeah, he's getting into some things apparently, and that's a shame because it's going to really mess up this film. I have heard rumours that it's supposed to be going to HBO Max, skipping cinemas entirely and going to HBO Max, and probably that's a way to go. So, because it'll be more expensive if they get Keaton back and recast, wouldn't they?
Yeah, he's lost the plot entirely here, man. But what I seen a couple of days ago is just crazy. Like, I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just like, he's got issues, but he's just throwing his career down the pan, and he just
absolutely, yeah, shocking. But I don't know what to say. But I think it's been delayed now, hasn't it? The Flash movie till like next year, isn't it? Next summertime.
I'm not sure.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's not one that
I'm
overly looking like forward to now because it's had such like bad rep and stuff. It's just it's one of them ones that I'd rather them just scrap it entirely. It just
don't they do that? What is it called now? DC fandom.
Yeah.
I wonder whether they'll stealth drop it on there and just say, like, after the screening, we'll put the Flash movie up on here. They're just like, say, like, it's up on streaming. We'll write it off and we'll recast Flash for the next one.
Yeah.
Because the film's done, isn't it? It's all done, ready to go, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't drop them from the Fantastic Beasts, like the last one. because he was in hot water then. Like the whole thing with Johnny Depp and stuff, and then Ezra Miller, he was still able to film it, and they released it and stuff. But yeah, he's a bit of a. He's obviously got some issues and stuff that he needs to sort it out. But
yeah, what do you think, Andy?
Yeah, it just sounds all trouble to me from the get-go, I think. All this stuff that's happening. Yeah, I just don't really know what to think of it, to be honest. I mean, I've got no confidence that it's going to be a good film. Just because it's already got such a trouble production. But, yeah.
It's going to cloud over the film if it gets released with him in or not. And it's such a shame because there's some like Keaton coming back into it.
Yeah,
that's spoiled it a bit.
It's not brought the best like comeback for him. It's not.
No.
Yeah. You know, he deserves better, Keaton, than to be in like a hated movie like that. It's just.
Yeah.
What about you, Mike?
Yeah, I just think the same, really. I'm not really looking forward to it. I feel like it might be a bit of a mess. I don't know. I'm just not too sure what to think of it.
Yeah. Because isn't it supposed to it was supposed to reset the whole DCEU timeline, get rid of the Snyderverse and all that sort of stuff?
They changed it, didn't they? Because I think Affleck was going to come back. They changed the ending of what was it?
Wow.
There was something to do with Affleck coming back as Batman.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what Warner Brothers does with that film, but I'm assuming he's been kicked out of Fantastic Beasts if there's going to be another one, because I've heard like the latest one was rubbish.
Yeah.
It was a struggle.
I remember you said. The Mold Beast. DVD from Bloke says Dr. Impossible. Yes, there's also tons of, especially for collector's tapes. Some tapes might not show no sign of mold, but could be contaminated. DVD. Dr. Impossible says, I'm bloody Ally McBeal DVDs down here in Cornwall. Every bloody charity shop has it. Firework night, watch them. Yeah, Ally McBeal's everywhere where I am. I don't know why. Carl says I'm still banning Andy. Why? What's Andy done? DVD Even Film Bloke says Dr. Impossible says also I believe dust can carry mold as well. The best thing I can do is keep my tapes right environment and clean out my VCR once in a while. Yep. Keep them protected, mate. Right. DVD Bumpers Movie said the Fat Boys did a rap song with Freddy Krueger in the 80s.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Okay, that's going to be a watch. I'm going to gather this is in Freddy's Dead, is it?
I think it's either part 4 or 5, but I think if you've got the Blu-ray box set, I'm pretty sure you can watch the music video as like a special feature. I'm sure it's on one of the discs.
I'll have a check of that and listen.
It's weird.
Mac and me and the Fat Boys, my word, my Saturday night sounds really good.
Got a pack.
Dr. Possible says, yep, dust can spark mold on the surface of the tape, plus temperature in the house can contribute to the mold by dust. DVD Volvo says, yes, since my house isn't damp and I live in a particularly humid part of the country, I should be fine. Dr. Possible says the Fat Boys were big in the 80s as singers, and the film had Ralph Bellamy from Trading Places. Not sport film at all. Oh, interesting. Marvel fan says, I forgot to say last week, you asked if I had the slipcover and art cards with my copy of Licorice Pizza, and yes, they did come with slipcovers and art cards. £4 is an absolute bargain. Absolutely, mate. Well done.
Yeah. Wow.
Winslow says, if you had your own boutique label, what was the first film you'd give a special edition treatment that isn't on the current label, like Arrow and Criterion? Don't know. Spice World the movie?
Mac and Me.
Mac and Me, I was
Yeah.
going to say. I don't know. It's a tough one, that one.
That's a good question, Winslow.
I don't think I've seen like a big special edition of Edward Scissorhands, so I'd like to see.
No, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
That'll be a good one. Yeah. Mike?
I think I've mentioned it before, but there's a movie I love called The Keep that's never had like a Blu-ray release, and I'd love to see that get done. So yeah, I'd probably do that.
Keep. Yeah. And Paul?
I'm trying to rack my brains. I would think one of my favourites is a foreign language one. It's called The Orphanage.
Yeah.
I love that one.
That one, yeah.
Let's cheat a bit and say True Lies. Special lavish edition.
Yeah.
And The Abyss.
Yeah, The Abyss.
And The Abyss. Cannot forget The Abyss. Right. And the final comment. Oh, pardon, what did you say?
The Abyss is coming, isn't it? It's getting released, isn't it? Is it next year?
I know Titanic is.
Getting I'm sure it's getting the 4K treatment.
Hopefully so. I know this like always seems to be like one of these rumors that's always popping up, but hey, hopefully it will happen. And the final comment of the night comes from Gary saying Warner Brothers is keeping quiet about Ezra. Seems shady, just fire him and reshoot. Yeah, that probably would be the best idea. I know it's like it's quite difficult, really, isn't it?
Yeah. It's,
I know they're probably thinking from a financial point of view, but he's got to go. He's got to go, definitely. Yeah. Unless they put it on HBO Max, include it with a subscription.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like all these other actors that have had like shade thrown at them and stuff, and what they've done in the past and stuff, and then he's like going about hitting people. He's obviously got this whole issue with this girlfriend and the kids and stuff, where he's like stopping them from seeing people or whatever. What he was in the news last week about it's in guns and stuff. It's just a bit fishy how they've not like just dropped him and just said, look, we don't want anything to do with you.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Yeah. Like all the bar with Johnny Depp and all that, and that's what all like. I keep referring.
Yeah, they got rid of Johnny Depp as soon as possible, but like Ezra, they kept him in.
Yeah, it's like how much stuff have they got? Like, is he tied into a lot of contracts that you don't know?
Honestly, haven't got a clue. We've got DVD and Bloomberg saying good night, mate. We've still got some more comments, so we're still going yet. Bumpers Movie says, can't believe in 4 hours no one's mentioned Barbie. I know. The film looks amazing, don't it? I can't wait.
Yeah. I think we're going to see it in pictures by the time we've seen the actual movie. Like they keep releasing stills, and it just looks
Ryan
like
Gosling in it.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a good film. I think, But
there was a meme on Facebook that kind of made me laugh. It had Barbie's target audience, like girls, and the actual audience is just men in their 20s and 30s. I think it's just because it's such a bizarre thing to turn into a film, and because they've got some good cast members in it, and it's from a decent director, it may actually be quite good. It may have that sort of Lego movie sort of humour to it.
I think it's going to look good, going by like the colouring of the clothes and stuff, and the fluorescent stuff. But yeah, they need to stop posting stills because we'll have seen it by the time it's been released.
We've got Oswald here saying Ezra's they and them. Okay. What's this? No, turn off. Right. We've got David saying, good live stream tonight, guys. Take care. Thanks ever so much, David.
Thanks, David.
Cheers, David.
And Marvel fan says Depp is not coming back as Captain Jack in the Pirates franchise. No, there's rumors going about that he's being paid like I don't know, is it $1 billion to come back? But no, nothing yet.
He said he doesn't want to work with Disney anymore, doesn't he?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I mean, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise does not feel like Pirates of the Caribbean without Johnny Depp, in my opinion. They could bring it back as a film, but I just don't think it works. I think the only way that they can properly do it is if they do like a TV series and do episodes based on each pirate or some sort of thing like that.
Is it Margot Robbie in it? The new one?
Apparently so. I don't know. It'll probably be his cousin twice removed, Jane Sparrow. And we've got Oswald here saying, have you seen a Tchaikovsky film?
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Let's have a look. See.
Yeah.
I might have, yeah, I think I've seen one or two, yeah. But yeah, that is the final comment of tonight, and we've done just over 3.5 hours. And we've still got 15 people watching. So it's fantastic. So that's your first ever live stream. Paul, what do you think of it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. It's just very nice and chilled out. Like, you know, it's I do try my best to catch the streams and stuff. If I missed one, I always like rewatch it, and I'll watch it with it being like normally 4 hours. I will watch it like an hour a day or something, you know. And I always like to catch up and stuff. But being on one, it's been fantastic, you know.
It's been brilliant inviting you on here, and we definitely will be asking you back in the future.
Yeah,
it's been an absolute pleasure.
Always up for doing another one, yeah. But yeah, it's been brilliant, yeah. Enjoyed the conversations and stuff.
We've got Marvel fans saying good night, guys. Yeah. So yeah, we'll finish it up now. As always, thanks ever so much, everybody, for watching live streams. Thanks as always to Paul and to James for joining tonight. It was great to see James back on the live streams. And thanks as always.
I've never known about James, and I've just subscribed to his channel. So yeah, that's
he's got a great channel, and I'll put James's link to his channel in the description down below after the stream. But as always, thanks Mike and Andy for joining.
No worries, Pete. Thanks for having us on.
Yep. Again, links for all the channels are in the description, and join us. Yeah. And join us again next week at the same time, where our special guests will be Matt V Movies and AJ's Movie Place. So see you all next week. Bye.
Bye.